He legally. Oh, they some bitches too though. That's the only 2 out of 30.
They work, but they the worst ones. Only 2
out of 30.
I can't blame these motherfuckers. They don't look like us. I like them. These motherfuckers. You do it full. I'm talking about Big Juan and Reginald. Like roll your eyes. I'm not talking about Tom, Dick, and Harry. I'm talking about Reginald and Daquan. That's what I'm talking about. Tom, Dick, and Harry don't look like me. So Tom, Dick, and Harry don't care. That's why I'm wrong. But that's not it's the name. Daquan is Reginald. Same circumstance.
Probably like, damn, I hope my dad don't get mad. I got this ticket. Not, damn, I'm about to die.
You're not getting another.
You gotta take your mask off for that one, bro.
We're to see the consequences of 3 years.
You gotta take your mask off for that one, bro.
With the former general,
I love you.
the secretary, after Michael.
I love you.
You know, I'm gonna be quiet for a little bit, dude. I've been talking too much today. I only talk when there's like no content going on. So if you guys want me to answer, dude, hit that @ button in the chat so I can see it. You got something important to say. Like really important.
What's good, everybody? Maurice Delk in the house. I'm back. I just had to get everything settled, man. What's good, John? Make sure y'all hit that like button, okay? Subscribe and share. You dig? Hold on, let me turn it down a little bit. It's a lot of stuff that's been going on, y'all. A whole lot. It's with these panders. That's what I call them. Look at these people, these college students. See, all this was a fix. That's right, antifas, Nat. All this was a fix to get them out, get people that to graduate this year, not finish college this year. Not finish college, but not to be in school right now. This is what they want these young commies to do. The young panderists to do. You feel what I'm saying? So we are live here on YouTube and Periscope at the same time. So Nat Turner, I said what's up to you, man. You my hero, Nat Turner, all right? I'm giving everybody a shout out. I am interacting with the chat. Oh, I can't breathe. See, I want to talk about this, right? With Antifa wearing a mask in the beginning, there was a beginning to this. See, don't get me started spitting some truth over here to y'all.
You want to see how the professionals do it? This is faking it, bro. They got a Sony handy.
Yeah, it's a cult, Salvatore.
Lights and a cheap-ass corded mic, dude. I think this guy's trolling, dude.
All right, we got about 30 people watching from Twitter.
Are these guys trolling him or what, dude? Look like you got that microphone at a garage sale, dude. I got that same light for taking eBay pictures at home, dude. It was like $70. We got a Sony Handycam, dude. They're recording the film, dude.
Israel Cruz, New York. It's in Los Angeles. That's where it's at. Shout out to Israel. Watch it from Periscope.
They could have been an undercover cop crew or something, because the guy, which I think was a photographer.
So we got Monica Frieda from YouTube.
I was going to tell him something, but he disappeared.
Yeah, you on Twitter, yeah? He said I'm on Twitter.
There we go. We're doing it for our people. We're doing it for our people. No money in the flag. Let's break free. Let's break free.
Hey, what it do, straight up? Right, they got to make it about them. Oh shit, it's blowing up on Twitter, my feed. Hey, most definitely Israel. Gonna look you up. This is a wicked time we're living in, yo.
We're gonna go back into a bad coverage zone. Maybe
look at this.
There's less people now, so I don't know. It might be decent. And as long as it doesn't fall out, dude. As long as we don't disconnect, man. Hey, what brought you guys out here? What brought you guys out here?
What else is it to do?
Is it just here to join the protest?
Yeah,
Hey, we're right.
Huh? I'm videotaping. We're live, dude. You too, yeah.
I want to get a shot over from Monte, California. We come around and shit. You ready to know where we're at? Shit.
All right, man. Talk to you guys later. Poor connection because I'm poor, dude. It's literally telling me I'm poor. Poor connection.
That's why you're the fucking bicycle, fucking
Hey, I'm on a bicycle. Where I walk amongst the people. Oh, shit, that's a new thing. I thought it was a food truck. I thought this new van was a food truck, dude. I was gonna say they know how to sell the fuck out. What are you doing? What the hell is this? I'm just videotaping you guys. We need a break from the action, bro. Adorableness. What kind of dog is it? Little pit? Amstaff? Like a pit, right?
Yeah.
It's a boy?
Yeah. Boy, yeah, he'll be one next week.
Sorry.
He's a baby.
1 year old, really? Thanks,
Yeah.
How much does he weigh?
His name's Quinn. How much does he weigh?
Yeah.
Oh, probably like 65 pounds.
He's big. For 1 year old?
Somewhere around there.
You think he's gonna grow a lot bigger?
Nah, he'll probably get maybe like 5 pounds or more. Yeah.
All right, good.
He's tired. Usually he's more energetic.
He's probably scared, no?
What?
He's probably scared maybe with all
No,
the
actually,
people.
he loves being around a lot of people.
Oh, good.
Yeah, he loves it.
I'm scared.
He's just wondering, like,
I'm We're on YouTube, man. What brings you out here?
oh, my science.
We got 270 people watching. What did it say? You got them both.
I think I was just,
like, what brought you out here? The overall thing?
well, the whole thing has been on my mind for the last, few days. And then today, getting the news that Chauvin was his third-degree murder charge was being elevated to second degree, and knowing that the other 3 police officers were taken in custody and they're being charged as well, just kind of made me feel like this is actually doing something.
Right, I'm having a problem with the sound.
You think they're going to charge the same?
All right, we have a technical differences right here. How's everybody doing, y'all?
That's one of the major problems.
Okay, we back.
The partners can't call out, but that's from the higher up, you know what I mean? It's hard to blame it on those cops too, because that's just the culture of the department. You know what I mean? They don't rat on
They
themselves.
all look after each other, and it's like you have to turn in the dirty cops.
That's what happened. Did you see that video of that Mexican dude that got beat up by the cops?
Yeah.
He was tough. He got that guy here in LA somewhere, like a month ago. He was like a month ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He was like talking shit to the cops, but then once they had him in cuffs, the cops just started punching
They
him.
just went, oh, yeah, they wail at him. Yeah.
He went off on him, and the partner didn't do anything.
Yeah.
She like went away, like I don't want no part of it, but she didn't stop it.
And then when they get back to, you know, their precinct, they're gonna stick up for each other. They're not gonna blow the whistle.
And that happens too often. I get that, but I think the guy that did it is definitely gonna go to jail for.
What's that?
I think what's the guy's name? Kavanaugh? What's his name?
Sheldon?
Sheldon.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot what his name is.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna fucking fry his ass, and the other guys are probably gonna get.
I gotta say, this is a step in the right direction, but the real justice needs to be served, and that needs to be a conviction. It's not just. I hope it's not just optics, you know, like the way the '92 verdict was with the cops in Simi Valley. You know, that was just a miscarriage of justice, and I think if there's a miscarriage of justice in this case, I think I hate to say it, but I think all hell will break loose, because it's just too much. The camel's back.
Hey, what it do, Nacho?
Yeah.
There's already all this.
Yeah. I hate to say it, but there needs to be a conviction. Justice needs to be carried out 100%.
All right, I think today will be.
Thank you. He's ready.
All right, clear. All right, dude, okay. There's 40 plus people watching you. That's a lot. I got 260 people watching.
Is there a troll in the chat room, y'all?
Other people on the Facebook live stream. All right, make sure you guys come to this channel, Alien Alphabet on YouTube. Come on over. Get this first person, first shooter view. And subscribe. And tell the guy that's restreaming to send me a check for $4,000. Thank you. Or pesos.
Damn, what the hell, these niggas? See? That's some soy boy shit right there. Soy boy.
We're in here, dude. He's calling me, I think. The connection better not fucking drop because it's a ring. I'm gonna make it a real quick call. Corinne.
I'm in front of the LAPD, yeah.
I'm in front of City Hall.
Can you come back here? What are you going to do?
Come over here because this is where everyone's at. Right in front of City Hall. What? I had to keep it short and sweet, dude. If I stay too long on the phone, dude, more than like 10 seconds, because I'm tethering off that phone. You can see the cops up on the ground. Well, it's kind of scary when they point the light at you, man.
Damn.
What's happening? What the fuck is happening?
These people are going crazy.
Something's happening in the front. Like I said, I don't like the fucking lights being shined in my direction because that light's on the edge of one of those fucking things. You got 30 minutes. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna stick around way past curfew today. I think a lot of people will leave.
$111 Tepper donated $10. Thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you for the $10. I don't know what happened. I think someone got kind of entangled with the cops on the front line or something. Or actually, the cops were in the background. I think someone wanted to jump over the barrier. There's a barrier there. You see that little fence? The cops at the very top of the stairs.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
Hold on to my backpack.
Okay, what do you think we should do? Should we sit here?
I'm gonna stick around to at least curfew, a little bit past curfew.
You don't run, they won't.
No, curfew's at 10 p.m.
That's what we found out last night.
Curfew's at 10?
Hey, curfew's 10 p.m., right?
No, I think it's 9 p.m. dude.
No,
It's
10.
9.
I got it. LA County Sheriff,
We
10
should go
p.m.
because there's no more content.
They just said 30 minutes out.
Yeah, we have
In 30 minutes, yeah, 10 o'clock.
Okay, but how are you gonna get me out of here? You have a bike? I don't know how to get out. I'll take the bike and get out of here.
You're gonna have to walk it, Corinne.
Which way do we walk?
I don't know. Anyway, they let us go, I guess.
Listen, can you help me get out of here? Or
Maybe.
no?
Maybe.
Maybe?
I'm parked way over there.
I know, I'm gonna
And
walk.
I got a shitload of shit in my
Okay, I'm
truck.
just gonna walk straight down the street then, right?
Yeah.
Because my internet doesn't work. Your internet's better than mine. My
Are you
internet
still
doesn't-
on?
I don't even know. I'm on, everybody watch Alien Alphabet because my internet doesn't work. So wait, I just walked straight down the street. What do I do?
So go where? Where are you going?
I'm gonna walk towards your car and try to get an Uber.
That way.
Okay, just walk straight down the street.
I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do, man. If they're
No, I'm
gonna
saying
corner
for
me.
you, I'm gonna walk straight down
I'm
the street
parked
right
way
now.
that way.
I know, on the street.
I don't even know what street it is.
Okay, well, I'm gonna start walking down that way because
No?
my internet doesn't work. Yeah, my internet doesn't work.
You're doing a kick-ass cool job. God bless you. Please, everybody watch Alien Alphabet. I can't.
There's bad connection here.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk straight down the street. Is that safe for me? It's straight down
I
the
don't
street.
know. I don't know what's safe.
Well, can you come get me and help me? I'm on Spring Street.
I'll check your screen. I'll check your screen. I just
I'm
got to.
gonna
I'll
walk
call
towards
you.
the Staples Center. I'm gonna walk towards the Staples Center.
All right.
We can get to the
I'll
Staples
call
Center.
you.
My
I'll
friend
call you.
owns it. Get me at the Staples Center, Alien Alphabet. Be a hero. Rescue me.
All right. Maybe. I feel like it.
What's up, chat room? How y'all doing? Make sure y'all hit them likes up. Nat Turner, get all your troll accounts and hit them likes up. Get all your troll accounts and let's get 100 likes over here from you, Nat Turner.
It's just I got a fucking 2-seater. I got a truck with only 2 seats in it, dude. I got my work truck. There's so much shit in it, bro.
Us that you're unblockable.
I got
Yeah, he's
no room, man.
unblockable.
It's gonna take me forever to fucking get all this shit out of the truck.
I mean, really, he is
And if
unblockable.
I get her, she's gonna fucking leak my license plates and everything, dude. I know it already, bro.
You are blocking this motherfucker.
I wish I had that much time on my hands.
Yeah. Trolls always got time on their hands.
I don't like to make promises.
Before I get that munchie, that we gonna whatever. We gonna kick in. Nat Hand Rich. What the hell? Tell them to get far away from her, huh? You know, this has been crazy because I mean, you know what? I get off at like lately. They've been letting me off late this past week. And maybe it's a reason why I'm not at them rallies. No, I mean not a rally, but protests. What they kneeling for? What the fuck they on here? What's good, everybody? I'm gonna turn this down for a little bit. I'm gonna turn this down and I'm gonna talk a little bit right here. I don't think you need too much sound to see fuckery over here, right? Hold on, let me do something really quick. Yes, it's live, mine. It's live. Shout out to you on Twitter. Man, I'm telling you, yo, it's nothing but people being pandered. They're having the Antifa rise up right now. Right now, this is the rise of the Antifa. I'm telling you, the Antifa been at these small protests, right? They've been at the small protests. But right now, it's the rise of the Antifa. It reminds me of the rise of the Planet Apes. They're a bunch of monkeys just jumping around. That's all it is. I'm just saying. Look at this. Yeah, Lady Justice, the mask. Come on, read it right here with y'all. The mask is so convenient too. So they know they won't face justice if they break the law. So that's their agenda, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the agenda right here. This is what I'm exposing right here. This is what it is. And this is what we have to look at. This is what the globalists is pushing. This is what they have pushed. They have pushed for civil war. They have pushed for World War III. They've been pushing for this for so long. And this is why I tell everybody, enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. That's right, Lady Justice. Coming soon to a town near you. And that's real talk. Coming soon to a town near you. Ain't no theaters because the movie theaters ain't open right now. So there can't be a theater near you. That's right, they have been, Dickin. There has been. Right. I'm just saying, yo. Hold on, let me turn this back up.
None of them had tear gas yet, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna start doing it within a couple of minutes. I'm pretty damn sure that they're gonna start that shit. Because they always end up doing it. They always end up doing it. They don't give a fuck about us. No damn. We don't give a fuck about their lives. We don't give a fuck about their lives. They don't give a fuck about ours. We just gonna keep going at this shit. It's not over. We gonna keep going at this shit. And basically what she's saying is that it's not.
Oh my God.
I don't.
Hey, the dead. Petty time starts now, right here. Look at this. Petty time starts now. Nat said I give you more likes later. Oh, people were triggered by Cater True. I'm gonna go there probably at the end and play some of Cater True video.
Make sure you don't edit that so where it's like
Hey John, don't Cater be going off though.
Oh, there you go. We got a bike buddy. We'll be ready for about 30 minutes. You see me?
Yeah, I just drove it down.
I try to fucking follow you that way when you were taking off down the road.
Yeah,
What happened? Yeah, when you were going down that way, like that way, the opposite way. Yeah. You were taking off. couldn't hold it right, man. Everybody's just got the bitch out. I know. I went through your fucking stream to try to tell you to come back, but it was like all wavy. You turned off, and then you were trying to turn on the stream again, right? Like, are you on right now? You're live. Where's the camera? This guy's a professional.
Look at all the fuckery.
1980. JONDOE 1980 on YouTube. This guy's a professional, dude. We're amateurs over here, dude. Hey, what do you use for yours? I use the phone. Let's hear the hotspot. I just use the connection from the phone here. Oh, the hotspot to that. Yeah, just like a mobile fucking tethering or whatever.
Hey, straight up.
It's shitty and it drops out in a lot of places, but it's decent.
Hey, let me know if you want to come up, straight up.
I try to fix it through T-Mobile and all that. They said they can't. This is the best it's gonna get right now.
Straight up. Let me know if you want to come up.
Verizon or something. Okay. Well, the kilobytes per second is 699.
What's up, BMT?
I'm 480. When I was at 720, it had dropped. It was dropping. I think because there were so many people.
BMT said this.
I just maxing out at 700. Huh? No, you want some? Maybe after. You want some?
Dude, I had to piss in this bottle earlier and I have water in it now.
Oh. No way. You're drinking out the same bottle you peed in? I had to go. No way. I peed in a bush, dude. Before I got here, I peed in some bush, dude. It actually felt good, dude. It was a potted like bush, dude. In the plant. I felt like I was watering. I was like, hey, where'd you park at? Over here. I parked in the same parking lot where the cops were fucking riding last time. They're shooting at us. You got shot? Well, they were shooting at everybody, dude. I just happened to be in the way. You?
No, if you're white, stay on the perimeter! If you are white, stay
You know what?
on the perimeter!
If you're white, stay on the perimeter. They've been using the white people on the edges so the cops don't attack supposedly. The front line buffers them. Karim's out here, dude. Maybe we can get some food with Karim. After you're hungry. Karim's out here. She wanted me to give her a ride home. But I have like a truck and I have all kinds of shit in the front seat. No, I told her maybe. I have her number. We can call her. She's walking towards the Staples Center. She chickened out. She's walking.
Nat, you said that, man. You a troll. Okay, I see no peace. Stop it, Bob.
Curfew starts at 10.
They burnt it.
Are your viewers digging your camera or what? Are the viewers digging the camera? Yeah, the quality when it's on, I seen it. It was really nice. I was watching last night.
All right, there go my other mod, Tracy, right there. Mother pan, no, mine, but hold on, Tracy.
My SIM card? My regular SIM card?
Let me get Tracy.
You have a Nighthawk?
There she go.
Oh, you do? I mean, like, we'd have to pull it out.
What's up, hippies?
Yeah, I do want to look into different options.
Shout out to you hippies. Got hippie for Trump in here.
I was thinking of going to Verizon or or AT&T. I heard they have the best. They have better coverage. They have 5G in certain places. Right? In certain spots. Bro, I'm on LTE, dude. I'm not even on 4G. That's how much T-Mobile sucks. It's like good if you're watching on a cell phone or maybe a tablet. But you're watching probably on a desktop. It's like
Same here, Devontae Gibbs. I hope everything ends peacefully.
that's a nice fight too. Right? Yeah, me too. I got this one for $40 or $30 or something. I seen someone threw it away. I got it from the guy that collects metal and shit. Yeah, dude, he had like 3 bags. You know those people that collect scrap metal? Let's go get this one.
Hey, I told my Facebook family, if y'all get away from Facebook and get over here, I'll give y'all a wrench. Get away from Facebook. LA.
We did this yesterday. They're going to come in one by every time somebody gets taken away from us, we'll end up up on I love you, universal sign.
No, shout out Mariana, dude. Mariana T. She gave me a donation to get oil for my bike. I ordered some pedals. I put oil on it.
Right, Dickin. I feel you.
Someone's walking faster than us. That can be really dangerous for the rest of us. We have to stick together. We have to be one. We are here to love and support one another. We are here because Black lives matter. Black lives, they matter here. 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 I just want to make a remark. That's why you guys are not okay with going to jail because of your immigration status. Because you got war.
So America is doomed. I mean, we is. I wish Book for Mosing was around here. I get him up here. We talk about this.
I still know. I'm trying to say, but I don't know.
You're better off holding on to it and making a run for it on your bike. If you got to run. I don't think they're gonna. There's not enough people for them to make that big of a deal today. I don't think there's enough people out here for them to make that big of a deal. They kind of just let people leave on their own. You know what I mean? There's only like 100 people here. Right? Most of them are going to leave on their own.
Oh, what about Leroy Jr.? Leroy Jr., are you watching?
I think most people are going to leave. Did you see anything crazy today? Well, the craziest thing I think was just the amount of people.
I'm gonna send a link up here.
Yeah. Long Beach is crazy.
Oh, there you go.
The craziest day I had was being 3 in downtown. They were riding in downtown. That was the first night it went to the next level. Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, Mo? Why are they talking about immigration status? What the fuck that got to do with George Floyd?
Oh, I'm gonna turn this down. Yeah, I turned the video down. You know.
Yeah. You see they talking about immigration status and shit. Like what that got to do with George Floyd?
Right. What they got to do with that?
Not a damn thing.
Man, bro. This is just an agenda, man, behind everything. And you got mostly white people in the, and protesting, dude.
I don't know what the hell.
You don't see too many niggas protesting?
Not they're as I said, man, like I'm not like I said, man, like people are just throwing all kind of shit into this protest, and I'm like, this don't got nothing to do with George Floyd. Now, mind you, they just already pushed out that they're gonna be arresting the other 3 officers.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the fuck that these guys talking about justice for all and all this other kind of crazy shit. Like, I mean, like literally, we do want we do want a lot of these laws changed where the police are on equal judicial ground. We've been catching judges. A lot of people have been getting screwed over. I don't know what the fuck a lot of these liberals are talking about. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Like, we had to run some of them out of our town. We were like, what the hell? Like, they're doing some weird shit. Like, coming out there wearing goddamn leopard drawers and talking about gay lives matter and all kinds of shit. There's one right there. Like, no, this is not your time.
Yeah. Don't know shit about Negroes.
Yeah, exactly. Ain't nobody rocking none of that shit. Definitely ain't nobody rocking no Aeropostale bag that's like $400 in the hood. So I've been trying to figure out where the hell y'all get some of these clowns at. Like, go do that shit in the suburbs, dog. Like, we it's a whole different talk. So that's the main thing. We are talking to lawyers and different other people behind the scenes. I don't know what the fuck these kids are talking about. I don't know who some of these weirdos are. People, these guys are doing some weird shit by, like, the peaceful protests and stuff. Here's the thing that's interesting about it, Mo. The ones who are doing the protesting for George, they don't get covered. They don't ever get covered because they're literally just because they're talking with the police. That would literally debunk and actually water down a lot of that agenda. You know what I'm saying? Right. Then that would actually show that, oh, great, we're actually talking about common ground. And I've been to 2 of the protests already. We've been having some conversations. But as far as it goes with some of this other shit, I don't know about all this other stuff with all these weirdos showing up in masks and stuff. And to be honest, most of the people that are out there that are doing the protest, we're not wearing masks. So that's another thing that we're doing. We're not wearing masks. We're not wearing all black and crazy dumb shit. I don't know who these other motherfuckers are these days. Yeah, there's some white people that come out there, but usually time they're like, okay, we're out here. Okay, stand over there. We'll stand right here. Make sure y'all don't do nothing too crazy. We gotta there's rules and regulations to what we're doing. Why do you have a backpack? Okay, so we'll make them gut out their backpack. If they don't want to get out their backpack, beat their ass right on the spot and then hand them over to whoever we do. But yeah, so if there's anybody that want to come up with some certain rhetoric, I like dude drinking out of a piss bottle. We already know he's a freak. So ain't none of that crazy shit going on. There's actually churches and different people who are bringing water out there for people to drink and eat snacks. Nobody doing all that crazy shit, drinking out of piss bottles and shit and all that stuff. This was some California shit. They're gonna have to hold that out. Everybody's getting water in piss bottles and shit.
It's all just, let's be honest, it's all liberal bullshit.
This is liberal 101 right here, man.
And think about this, BMT. The last 4 years, because the first time I've seen Antifa was in 2016 when I was down in DC. 2017 at the inauguration, and then they said they're rioting and down the street And I looked at it, I thought gonna be some Negroes, right? And it was nothing but some white folks, white little kids walking around with some goddamn mask on. And I saw that. It's a reason why they wore that mask. And guess what? Now they can wear it now. This is the agenda to get this coronavirus shit. And people can wear their masks. I mean, that's my take on it. Maybe y'all would disagree with me. Maybe you see it a different way, BMT. But this is the way I'm seeing it.
No. Listen, that's why in my areas, we're like, if we don't have nothing to hide, we take off our masks.
Right.
We don't have nothing to hide, so we take off our masks.
Mm-hmm.
Feel me? These motherfuckers just like put on their mask. Well, hold up. Y'all just said that all this conspiracy theory shit. So, mind you, we already broke the social distancing mark of doggone, being a certain distance from each other. So, all that said shit about the wearing the mask, that shit, what good is it wearing a mask if we're all up on each other? Mind you, just got a dude who's drinking his own piss. So, nah, I have no problem. I've already ran up and jacked up a few little suburban kids and say, yo, dude, what's in your thing? Yup. Oh, word? You here to break something? Okay, so that's a punch in the face because that means you're here to start some shit. And I've caught kids from doggone different areas in South Carolina. So there are people out here that are here to cause fuck shit. And we're not here for that dumb shit. Man. We're not. Like that shit that kind of pisses me off. That's shit that kind of like pisses me off to no end, Mo. Like I'm no offense, and this is just being for real.
Okay, go ahead.
It takes a lot to get blacks to riot. It really does.
Yeah.
So whoever's throwing out this little shit that blacks are going on rioting, and you've already seen it on my channel when I showed you and Kelly and a few others. That wasn't us fucking up Target like that. Like literally, you had people stealing the whole red box, like the red box. Ain't shit in there, but they stole that the ATM, washers and dryers and shit. I'm just like, hold up, dude. And I'm like, some people are just taking advantage of said people's, what we actually are trying to do.
Yeah.
So we got to be very mindful. I think all of citizens, Americans, we do want equal justice. We do want it to where if any of our children want to be pulled over, that they literally will, get a fair, equal trial. We want a lot of stuff done, but we're not about this bullshit. We're not about this bullshit. Everybody already agrees that those officers are full of shit. So that's the thing about it. And I mean, we got police departments from different sheriffs and stuff. I got to be honest. Trump should probably just shut the fuck up. This is kind of more so of a state issue right now.
They're the skateboarders. They're the sword boys.
Yeah, and I mean, hey, I got nothing against Trump, but this is one time. Don just need to be quiet and just fall the fuck back. This is more of a state issue of that governor. Let him and the people work this out. Don't be antagonizing people saying, I'm going to go get the military involved. Because when you start pressuring people like that, that's when they start, that's when they start getting afraid. You know what I'm saying? And we don't want people to be afraid to where they're doing something stupid. I wanted to go out. I want everybody to have a right to peaceful protest. You know what I'm saying? Your kids, my kids, anybody's kid. Just like when people go out there to protest MAGA, I don't got no problem with that. I'm for it. Hey, I fought for that right so that way people can go out there peacefully protest, but not fuck up shit. People. I'm a business owner. Me and my mom, and my family, we worked hard for our stuff. We don't want nobody to lose anything. You know how hard it is, especially through this pandemic. A lot of people are hurting. A lot of businesses are not going to be able to recover.
Yeah, they won't, and that's sad.
So A lot of these people don't care because they don't live in our areas. They don't care if people who say, "Oh, that's material stuff." I get you saying that's material stuff, but people have sacrificed blood, sweat, tears, times with their families and everything just to try to get something going, so that way people have a future.
Exactly.
And yeah, we want laws changed. Yes, I do. I do want laws changed. As an American, and we know that the system is not fair. So, but I'm also like, hey man, don't attack mom and pop stores that have been servicing your community and your people for years on. Don't do that. And we know that some people are doing that just to be malicious, you know. But I don't want to hog the mic. I'm just saying, man. Like I've been out there for 2 protests, and a lot of these people they're not who they say they are. Man.
Yeah, they're not. We got Steven in here. Steven, what's up, man? He got his mic off. Steven, if you hear us, unmute your mic. He probably went to, oh, there you go.
How's it going, Mo?
Hey, pretty good, Steven, man. Good to see you, bro. How you doing, man?
I'm doing fine.
Hey, yeah. Man, what's your take on this bullshit that's been going on, man? I mean, your thing on it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Your take on it.
I really don't know. It's just crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm like, damn. So BMT, where you at? Do they really like? I mean, are they out there marching where you at?
They have had marches. They have. They I mean, it's really been protesting. It's really been more so of protesting, whereas to people have been the. So what will happen is this. We'll have it where the police will allow the civilians to march, and they will actually walk with us, and they will make sure nobody touches us, nobody bothers us. Not to say, oh, we're telling them to do that. No, they're to show that, hey, we're not against y'all, we're not trying to fight y'all. It's to win hearts and minds. That's the same kind of ethos that we had in the military. We're not trying to make more enemies, and I'm talking from a uniform perspective also. So, we got a lot of people who are like walking with us. You have churches coming out there. They're having different talks about, hey, you guys know to do this. Do not yell, scream. Don't do anything that's going to antagonize people. Make sense? Like, don't do shit that's going to antagonize people.
They're detaining those folks, dude. This is far from the perimeter, so they're going to be more aggressive, dude, than you.
Like, some people like to try to antagonize. And see, that's the thing about it. People don't go over that that there are groups that they do have structured conversations on what to do, what not to do. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know why nobody ever like showcases that. Different people have different things that we talk about before we even go outside. If you're hot, there's there's a place where you go get water to have discussions. You can go talk to the deputies or the sheriff. Some of the cops will even talk with you, like no bullshit aside. Like,
well, it blocks the pepper spray.
Like they'll come talk with you. So there are some civil things, and like they'll march with you, man. Like I said, nobody ever wants to show that we've had it, and I've seen where different sheriffs and lieutenants have taken off their gear. They're not wearing riot gear like that. They'll take off their gear and they'll start walking with the people just to show that, hey, man, I'm not trying to do anything. I know you're someplace T-ball with my kids. That said shit. But we got these propagated narratives by these said medias that are showing that, oh, God, America's trying to kill each other. And I gotta tell a lot of these people shut the fuck up that are on YouTube that are pushing these said narrative. If you're not out there,
Right. Shut the fuck
shut the
up.
fuck up. Just shut the fuck up, man. You're making it worse for a lot of us, man. You're making it worse. That's why you haven't seen me really. Like when I go out there, I'm not going out there to be a YouTuber. I'm going out there to be a dad and a civilian. You know,
Yeah.
I'm going out there to, I've had some people say, hey, maybe you should show what's going on. I'm like, nah. If they want to know what's truly going on, shout out to you, Mo, for doing that and actually showing this. I encourage a lot of people, just go out there for yourself. Go out there for yourself and see the truth of what's going on.
Hey, I like going out there tricking them. It's like, I'm serious. I be having fun going out there. I have my water bottle, my tea bottles. I put whatever I put in, go do my shit.
Yep. There was a footage that freaked out some people that they didn't expect a bunch of white women protecting the goddamn protesters. I said, praise be white women. They protect us.
That's right. They protect us. They don't neglect us. They protect us.
So, but other than that, on all serious fronts, you'll hear all kinds of said media. This is a time for us to use your common sense and go out there and see for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Go out there and see for yourself what's actually out there. I've even been encouraging young people to go out there and go find jobs. If y'all say the system's so bad, go find some jobs. You know? So, like I said, man, I've gone out there a few times. They are enforcing curfews, and I'm fine with the curfews because a lot of our said mom and pop stores and businesses are, listen, you don't need, ain't nobody need to be protesting at no time of night. Stop it. You don't need to be around none of the business district protesting. Then you start taking bricks and vandalizing and shit, and think you're gonna ride off in the sunset. But I'm gonna fuck you up. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna fuck you up. Woman, man, child, dog, all y'all can catch hands. Like, don't be fucking up people's shit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good.
Hey, I just uploaded a video earlier about some Antifa got their ass whooped.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They got like 2,000 right there. That motherfucker like hit right there.
We fucking them up outside. And trust me, the cops, they're like, I ain't got nothing to do with that. If you want us to help you, you can identify yourself and then we can step in. I'm like, hey, we don't know who you are. If you literally, we quite a few of them with goddamn makeshift fire improv devices. I said, yo, dude, you're a fucking domestic terrorist. Like, oh, I'm here to burn down this, stop these people from hurting y'all. Wait. How are you helping us? These cops are still going to be here when you leave.
Exactly.
So, right. So you're going to make it hard for those of us who live here.
Right.
So they don't care for whatever happens to us.
Mm-hmm.
No.
No.
So like I said, man, I got no beef or gripe with any white folks. I got no and there's a lot of black people. There's a little racial thing. Like I said, man, we just need healing. People want jobs. People want fairness. Do we? Listen. And shame on those dogs who want to do the George Floyd challenge. That's some sick shit. Like I said, that's not cool. That's not cool at all. Like, imagine if that was your family member. Would you want somebody to be making a mockery of them as they how they?
Nope. Hell no.
You know what I'm saying? No matter what the color is, it's just not cool. But you got some sick animals that are doing that, and I hope they keep on losing their job. I do. So.
Man. There's so much shit, man. I decided to stay my ass at home, BMT. I could have covered some stuff down here in Milwaukee. I could have done that. And I'm like, I'm gonna get off work. I said, let me just sit at home and do it.
No, you fine, Mo. Listen, everybody don't need to be out there, man.
Right.
You done your fair share of boots on the ground.
Yep.
I've done my fair share now. Right now, I'm listen, man. My son's birthday is coming up. And I just talked to my niece. She was marching with the teenagers about gun violence.
Yeah.
And you know what? I told her, I said, Uncle went out there to try to make some changes for you, baby. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about it. A lot of us as parents, loved ones, we want all our children and our future and our country to have a fair shot. Right now, we're sick. We may not want to admit to it, but we're sick, and we're trying to find a set solution, man. I get it. When fear starts gripping you, everybody's looking for a set solution to the fear.
Yep.
And we can't let fear take over and conquer us. Or whoever is going to win that sees the day. You know what I'm saying? So, we got a lot of stuff going on, brother.
Yep. Man, there's so much stuff going on, man.
Yeah,
it's
man.
like it's like my platform 2 years ago was like on like MAGA all the time. Now it's not even a MAGA platform anymore.
Because we're growing, Mo. We're growing.
Yes, growing.
We're growing. That's just how it is, man. It's like the thing about it is this, brother. But a lot of people, and I've been getting into it with liberals, conservatives, and all that shit. I said, at the end of all of this, what is it that you truly do want?
Yeah.
Not dealing with color. Take out politics. What is it that you truly do want?
Right.
Before you close your eyes, Mo, ask yourself, what do you want? We got to ask ourselves that question.
Yeah, ask ourselves. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to go to heaven, but what do you want to do to make your heaven?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody want to go to heaven, but what do you want to do to get your heaven?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm willing to do right by my people. But I'm also willing to make sure that, hey, my pursuit of happiness is just. I'm not trying to take away from anybody. I want us all to be successful.
Yes.
And I think that's where we're at in this day and age. We're at in this day and age where people, and I talked to somebody and they said, well, you're a conservative. And I'm like, okay, but I've been out there fighting for injustices that's been going on. I want, like right now, my children's school is about to get shut down. That's not right. And that school is something that my county needs.
Yeah.
That my children need. So I got a lot of things on my plate. And if we don't start talking and trying to make said changes, you know what I'm saying, then what's going to happen when we're gone? So I don't like to set narratives. I've been going out there and I've been biting my tongue on a lot of this YouTube nonsense.
Yeah.
But I wish some people would stop said narratives that they're saying about what's going on out there and tearing up stuff. I've been out there trying to protect said businesses. I've been out there trying to protect said businesses from being looted and destroyed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had a friend of mine, and he's not black, and he was like, yo, like, these crazy fuckers are trying to burn up my shit. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I got you, buddy. We literally sat in his shop all the way to 1 o'clock in the morning, Mo, to make sure nobody fuck with his shit. Did the police ever come? Nope. This was a white man. But also, I said, hey, when the time comes when I need you to go help watch over my family shops, he said, hey, you don't even have to say anything. Just say when. Because we know that if our city fails, we're all screwed.
Right, exactly. Hold on. We got Info Man in the house.
Shout out to my brother Info Man. What's going on, fam?
What's
How
up, bro?
y'all doing?
I'm pretty good, man. How you doing, man?
Best I can. A lot going on in California. LA has been having their issues, as well as San Francisco, Sacramento, just all over. I don't like the narrative that's being painted, because unless you've been out there, you've talked to people that are out there protesting, you know that there are agent provocateurs out there. I've seen plenty of video. I've seen plenty of evidence that shows me that there are people out there that are purposely orchestrating. I have a video that I discovered where you've got a couple of people that are walking into the protest, and a group of black folks were like, "Get your ass out of here. We don't want any of that type of stuff here." So you got people that are there for the real reasons, and then you have people that are there to take advantage of a situation, that not even there to really protest, but to take advantage of the circumstances. They tear up shit, and then what happens is the people that are really protesting peacefully, as best they can, they are getting left with the rotten eggs that, oh, this is what they're doing, because there are people out there that are unruly. But I think the one thing that's missing is that people who will go out and do these sort of behaviors, I really have to agree that it is a byproduct of what's wrong with America in terms of these youngsters that we're raising who have no values. They have no value for life.
Yeah.
They have no value for people's property. So when you think about the people that are looting, you have to ask yourself, who's their mama? Who's their daddy? What's their fucking values?
Right.
Who's raised these people? What kind of values do they have?
Right.
Because they'll rob you. And these people that loot, they don't care if you're black or whatever color you are. They'll rob you too as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Enough will.
Yes, exactly. It's like I see like man, it's like, wow, everybody gonna rock. You know what I'm seeing right here, Info Man, is like the people that is rioting right now, from I'm talking about from my inner city where I'm living at, it's most of the white folks that are rioting.
Well, I'm glad you said that, brother, because that's another narrative that's been lost in the media sauce.
Yeah.
Is that there are a lot of white people who are tearing up some shit out there.
Yeah.
Look, man, there's something going on out there. I saw with my own eyes a video that I have on my Twitter page. White boy was breaking out windows in the whole 9 yards, and the police were watching him and let him walk on about his business. I seen a video where you had some black youngsters, and all of a sudden there was some bricks that were left, and they said, we're not going for the okie doke. We know there's something going on. Now, I did a podcast where I piped in Los Angeles this past weekend, or just, what was it, Monday, I believe, or Tuesday. The people in Los Angeles are fed up. They're completely fed up with the police chief and the commission there, and they're calling up and they're saying they want them out. And folks were calling in saying, look, we're seeing things where officers have done some unruly things in the process of people who are not doing violent acts. But there's a lot of stuff going on. It's like, how can you separate, how do you distinguish the people that are out there for the real cause versus recognizing the people who are really causing the problems? We got to make that distinction, brother. We have to.
We do. It's like, wow, man. And like, I don't know if you heard me before, when me and BMT were just talking, and I said that when I started doing when I was live streaming, I started doing this, it was about the MAGA movement. I was hardcore into it. I said, now all of a sudden by default, my platform would change. It ain't MAGA no more. I'm starting to see some shit. This ain't fun and game no more. I ain't gonna lie, I was on some fun and games. I was thinking everything's cool, and I'm starting to be a little bit more serious and petty at the same time, and pay more attention to more things. Sometimes you walk at the right place at the right time.
Right. I mean, I think it's good to have a dual reality. You got to be able to use critical thinking skills to see both sides of a situation.
Yeah.
The good and the bad and everything. And you can find it in everything. There's some good going on in this protest and there's some bad going on.
Yeah.
And I recognize that. But today, if I'm not mistaken, the large crowds that they had in Los Angeles, for the most part, they were saying that there were a lot of peaceful people out there that were doing the right thing. They said they had huge crowds in Los Angeles today. And but I'm one of the things I'm happy about. I'm actually happy that they did finally charge all of these guys involved. But now we have to see what happens in the trial. Right. I think they're gonna have to try them. And I said this on my channel. They're gonna have to use the color of law if they can. And the DOJ has got to get involved and get them charge them under the color of law, violating his civil rights and what have you. And among many other things that they did that was wrong. But this is the thing, Mo. Why is it that this is the question for both of you?
Okay.
Why does it have to come to protests and people tearing up some shit, whether they're provocateurs or not, for the country to realize that there has to be some change? Why does it always? Because you notice the DA down there in Minnesota or Minneapolis, he said at first, oh, I don't know what I could charge them with. I don't know what we could do. That was Mike Freeman. Then he changed his mind after people was tearing up shit that night. So why did he even have to get to that point? They could have if they would have charged these guys in the get-go, they could have really doused a lot of the bullshit that was happening within the protests with people breaking up stuff and burning shit up.
Yeah. It could have been other ways. I mean, it's like, man.
It's like taking a match and lighting the flame a little. You got some gasoline on the flame and you put some more matches and shit on it and it just explodes. People were already upset and frustrated. And then, boom, it gets combustible.
Right.
To the bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. I don't give a damn. I'm not gonna use my job name today. But I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say this. I was at work, and an owner of my job said, put a letter in there, and said, "Dear people of color, we apologize." It's like she was basically apologizing for hanging our ancestors from a tree. I'm just saying, not that she said it, but it was like a long little apology thing, and we stand with black people. If you feel threatened, I said, get the fuck out of here, yo. I said, now y'all going through goddamn fire over here.
Well,
it's that white guilt. I'm tired of that damn white guilt shit.
Well, Mo, look, I really don't. This is my thing. If they're gonna make all these apologies, then God damn it, you better give me the bag with it. Where's the bag?
The bag.
So give me I want the apology. Okay, I'll take the apology now.
Yeah, the apology.
Now give me the bag. I want y'all to take the Brinks truck and back it on up to me.
Yeah.
Give me some of that long bread to go along with that apology.
Now, you asked a really strong question, Info. And we've talked about a lot of stuff. And you said, why did it take this long? Or why did it take to this kind of point? See, the thing about it is, some people have become numb, or they don't feel unless they have something to lose. That's how it is now.
Yeah.
It's like you don't mind keep doing something until after there's a reaction to it. And I remembered all the times that we made fun of certain people for peaceful protesting.
Right.
See, every group, they've always had a way of how to punish when you don't take them serious.
Right.
So now that you're seeing this type of behavior, it's like, whoa, why are they acting like this? Well, you made fun of me all these other times. So now when I take a brick and bust the system in the teeth with it, now I'm local. Now you don't know how to handle me. But it's like we're far past that of talking now.
Right.
Because now I see, and this is why now we're down this road where it seems like the only way that we can actually have any kind of sex, we can't even have talks anymore. It has to go straight to violence. So instead of George getting his justice, now we have it where other people have literally died during these protests. Literally, other people have been dying during this protest, and so you're asking people asking for humanity, but humanity has been pushed off. So the road that we're going, and I'm sorry, but we're going down into a route that I would like I told you when I was talking about the COVID stuff. I said whatever happens after COVID. Remember I did that COVID after COVID AE.
Yeah.
Where we're going, we won't. I told you, but I knew, and it's only getting even worse.
Yeah.
This is trust me. This is just phase 2. This is just phase 2.
Right.
Phase 3 is when we have the food shortages. I'm telling you, I see and I play these things out.
Yeah.
So the thing about it is, because mind you, even after this happens, right, you're going to still have job shortages. So this is now going to be at the point where what are people willing to do to get to said salvation?
Well, they just came out. I don't know if you all are familiar, but they just came out with a study today, and they're already saying that black people have been heavily impacted economically in terms of jobs due to the COVID-19. That we've been heavily impacted. So that's another struggle that those of us in some of these black communities will have to deal with, on top of the fact that you do realize, gentlemen, that all these protests that have happened, there may be people that may die or get sick of the COVID-19 due to being and sacrificing themselves by being out there with those crowds around them.
Right.
There could be a spike because of people being close to each other. And even though, for those of you who are Trump supporters, Trump was saying that, oh, we'll get out of this very quickly. Some of the leading economists are saying that we may not get out of this for the next 3 to 5 years. And because of this, these protests and the destruction of certain property and businesses where people work, by the way, where they're not going to have a job to go back to for a while, possibly. This is just going to add to more problems. It's going to be quite a time before we get pulled out of this. So I think our country, our country is going to be in some bad shape.
Right.
Right. That's the big thing. After this, you will start seeing desperate times will come for desperate measures. And I only hope that what we do, no man knows the chart of where we're going. Because there won't be jobs for a good one third of the country. There won't be jobs.
Right.
The military is not going to take anybody.
Right.
We're not going to have a lot of said answers because people are going to be desperate.
Right. And if these companies, let's say if the corporations want to survive themselves, the corporations may not be able to afford to hire everyone back. They may have to keep their personnel very low and restructure their organizations to make up for the loss in money and time until they can reboot themselves, almost similar to 2008 and 9 when we were in a great recession, but this might be worse than that. And so even if everything opens back up, that doesn't mean everybody's getting their jobs back. Some people may never get their employment back right again.
Yep. And if some people may be forced to retire.
Yeah.
Right.
Or something. Right. They might do some settlement before they can get pension. It could be 59, 60. I mean, man, I'm just thinking all over the place.
Well, yeah. No, look, I had a conversation with a lady friend of mine, and we both were talking, we were chopping it up, and we both came to a conclusion. And I'm not trying to be Negro Damas or anything like this, but we both admitted to each other talking that we believed that 2020 was going to rock the hell out of people, that it was going to test the hell out of you. I thought that 2020 was going to be a year of testing the American fortitude.
Yeah.
And God, if it didn't come true, COVID-19, the protests, all this shit that's happening is testing the hell out of Americans. It's testing the hell out of you as an individual. And I don't know. Now, I may be asking a statement. I may be saying something that people may not agree with. I'm not really sure if Americans who don't have their shit in order are really built. I don't know if America's really built for this.
No.
Because capitalism is very dependent on certain elements. And this situation does not work or adhere to what capitalism needs to flourish.
Like what elements? I want to hear. Like you said, capitalism, depend on certain type of elements. I want to hear what you talking about here. This is interesting.
Well, we got the stock market, of course, right?
Okay.
We know that our country is very fragile because the minute that we were on any type of lockdown in this country, you had, for example, I don't know how many of y'all realize this, that Disney, even the Hollywood movie studios, they've been asking for bailouts.
Okay.
Disney is having a hard time. Even their new streaming platform is having problems. A lot of these big corporations are having problems.
Okay.
Economically, because remember, our economics is tied globally to the world outside of here globally.
Okay.
Right? And so not having this status quo continuing where people were working like worker ants and commerce is happening, all this being shut down shows you the vulnerability of capitalism. Plus the medical systems, our medical systems could not keep up with the amount of people that were getting sick because it's all based off of profit. Money is recoverable and people are expendable. So if we needed ventilators, right? The reason why there was a ventilating problem is because they weren't making enough of them before because there was really no profit in it, right? So why would you, Mo, invest in something and make something that there's really no profit in this?
Uh-huh.
But then all of a sudden here comes a pandemic and people are dying because they need something that nobody saw any value in because that's not where the money is. So we put money ahead of actual people. So we have this machine that has to operate off of the stock market exchange. Then we got the oil. Look what's happening to the oil industry, gentlemen. Some of the people in the oil industry are going plumb out. They're telling me and you some years ago, oh, we don't have enough oil. Why is gas prices so high? Why are gas prices so high not too long ago? But now they got so much in surplus that gas prices are cheaper, but yet they're talking about the gas companies are going belly out. Individual companies are having some serious problems. What is that all about? Why? How is it that we got a food? How is it that the food banks don't have enough food to feed people, but yet the farmers have pigs and cattle that they're willing to kill? Wait a minute, take that food and give it to the poor. Or let the government buy the food and give it to the food banks? Why is it that the food prices are going up if the farmers got all this overflow of livestock that they can't? I don't get it. These are examples of how shaky capitalism is when there's a crisis that amplifies it.
Okay. Wow.
There's a lot more to it than what I said. There's a hell of a lot more
Right,
to it.
right.
But what I'm saying to you is, when me and you go to the store right now, they're saying that the price of milk, eggs go up, which they were going up regardless. But why would they go up more? Now, I know, because there's a demand. Whenever there's a demand for supply, the prices, you drive the price up when there's a demand. That's business 101. But if there's an overflow of supply, you would think that the price would be lower, just like the oil industry, where the price of gasoline is lower now, because we're realizing that they've got plenty of crude oil, more than what they were willing to tell us. So what's up with that? It to me, tell me if I'm wrong or not, wrong or right, Mo, anybody. Is it or is it not our capitalist system? Doesn't it have kinks in its armor? Isn't it sort of very light like a feather?
Oh, you're not made to win. You're not supposed to.
No.
You're not supposed to win, info.
Right,
Not
because
like
most
this.
people are living check. But this is the problem with it, though, brother. Most people are living check to check, which is why you got people in terrible despair right now, because they were living check to check. I mean, Americans today can't save enough money. We can't put enough money away because the price of living is so damn high. So how are we supposed to save money for a rainy day like this when most Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, and either politicians, Democrats, or even Republicans have really addressed that issue? Because capitalism is a system in which the rich get richer, the CEOs get all the money, they share very little bit of their profits with the everyday working person. Look what happened with the small business loans. I was following that whole transition. All the corporations gobbled up all the goddamn money. Only a small number of people were able to get those loans if they were lucky. And then at the same time, the Federal Reserve, which isn't even really federal, was giving banks trillions of dollars daily to keep the economy somewhat afloat. While me and you, they couldn't even decide to give us $2,000 or $3,000 a month and suspend all rent and mortgages across the board and credit card bills. Do you know what a mortgage holiday or a rent holiday could have done for people in this situation? Because that would be the last thing you had to worry about. Oh, a roof over my head. Damn it, how am I gonna? That would have given a lot of people relief. And if people would have got that kind of money, what would they have done with that money? They would have paid some bills down. They could spend it on stuff on Amazon. You would have given people some money to spend and take care of themselves during this crisis, than to just leave them dangling. I mean, they did that in Canada, but I know Canada is a much smaller country than America, so I realize that too.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
There's a lot of snow in Canada. There's a lot of snow in Canada too.
What's up, Cobra Radio?
What's up, Mo? How you doing? Hey,
good to see you, man. It's been a minute. Good to see you, bro.
Yeah, it's been a while, man. I'm very interested in the conversation here, and I just wanted to jump on, Mo, and just want to drop 2 cents into this because you're such a powerful voice for conservatism, and you were saying just recently how your entire platform was MAGA for a long time. And I just want to drop this here because the people that come here and listen to you, I think would be able to benefit more or maybe even run with this idea out to their people. But I think we're in such a dire situation right now that most people cannot fathom what's coming, and they cannot fathom what's about to happen. I believe that we are now witnessing a regime change, and it's being disguised as some sort of a civil unrest or some sort of a method of rioting, where I can tell you this: people better be very afraid when the government allows you to riot. There should be warning sirens. There should be lights. Every warning indication that anybody has, it should be going off. People should be terrified right now to know that our oppressive, tyrannical government is allowing this to happen. I assure you, this is for their benefit. And I want to, run this past you. I heard you guys talking about the COVID situation prior to this, and the flu. It's the freaking flu, man. This has all been blown out of the water. There's been plenty of doctors that have come out. There's been hundreds of hours of footage from empty hospitals, and it's just, this is a way to reel it all in. They are imploding this country right now. They are imploding this country right now. And if people think they have a problem with the police in America, give it another 1 to 2 months, and we're going to be dealing with UN troops who don't even speak English. We need to put the warning signs, sirens, tell everybody to stop.
Yeah, and that's it. No matter what our beliefs is, we need to tell everybody to stop. Stop this.
There is this is not proving anything. This is not going to do anything. I heard you guys talking before, the Kansas City police chief had come out and confirmed that there are pallets of bricks that are just being found. They're at this corner, at this park. This is happening all over the United States. They're dropping pallets of bricks off. And what that tells you is this is an orchestrated campaign. This is a coordinated campaign. This is a military operation. And I'm going to take you to the Twilight Zone. I don't know, how much you guys looked into Event 201 or when the COVID-19 thing first started back in January and February. There was a lot of information about the Johns Hopkins Event 201, which was a roundtable discussion of a disease, a pandemic that they called something like I don't know. It's a mock drill. It's a mock drill is what it is. And here's the scary part, though. In Event 201, there was 5 segments. I went through every segment. They're around an hour, hour and a half each. The 4th segment, it was called the CAPS pandemic. CAPS is what they called it. But the segment 4 was all these mock news stories and reports from around the world. And they were saying that, civil unrest, and there was rioting and civil unrest. People from all over the world were upset the way their governments handled the CAPS pandemic outbreak. Now, mind you, this is all a mock scenario because they had industry leaders around a round table discussing how are we going to, manage transportation? How are we going to manage medicine, logistics? They do this. They've done this several times through the years. This is all coordinated through Johns Hopkins. What I'm telling you is that did not happen because of the COVID virus. They could not push people enough to get them to do what they're doing right now.
So, I'm on point blank and tell people how I feel about it, about the COVID-19, and I'm gonna say it. It ain't real. I'm gonna say this. This is my thing. Social distance. I'm gonna say it. It ain't real. It's fake. I don't care. They can say people are dying for it. Yeah, people are dying, but are they dying from COVID-19?
No.
But it's a hoax. I don't care.
Absolutely.
I'm saying it's a hoax.
Absolutely. We can't be afraid at this point. We have everything to lose right now. And here's the scary part. In segment 4 of the mock scenario of the CAPS pandemic, they shut the internet down. And this is the excuse they gave. oh, to quell rioting, to stop the rioters. We are shutting down pockets of the internet. I'm telling you, they now have their rioting. They're feeding this, they're flaming it, and please, people, stop, because I'm telling you, when the government allows you to riot, you better run the opposite direction. Something is wrong. We are surrounded by military, and do you think that you're going to have any type of success dealing with UN troops who don't even speak English? That's what's coming. This has been planned for 30 years. This is what's coming. And people are burning the country down willingly right now, and they don't even know why. You have these virtue signaling white people screaming Black Lives Matter with their $1,000 iPhones streaming on their Instagram. I mean, we all.
Mo, let me say something here.
Hey, go ahead,
if I can.
I gotta put the kids to bed, guys. I'll be back.
All right, BMT.
Let me just say something. At this point in time, brother, as a black man, I don't need to get into the conspiracy talk or what have you. I know exactly as a black man what the hell is going on in this world, because he's talking about what the government is doing. Look, I've been a victim of the goddamn government. My people's been a victim of the government. Nobody can tell me about what the government can do more than my people. And let me say this. There are people out there, I know, because it's protests where I live. There are people out there that are legitimately protesting. What it is that it's Asian provocateurs who are being purposely given. I've seen videos where the police are watching white kids break out windows. Don't touch them. I've seen videos where they tried to put bricks so that black kids could grab the bricks and do something stupid. You're right. They want to create this drama and this havoc out of this situation. The fact of the matter is there are people out there that are legitimately protesting over what happened to George Floyd. The situation with George Floyd and what all of that situation in Minneapolis, that shit was completely happened organically out of the racism of the individual that did that to him and those that were involved. And then from there, it spread into a situation in which you had people that were legitimately protesting. And then, like you said, the government can put agents out there. They can put people out there to turn the narrative of what the protest is really supposed to be about and turn the narrative into something else. The burning of, I know for a fact, there's no way that they could have been able to burn a police precinct down unless the police or the government systems allowed them to do that shit.
Absolutely.
So when I saw that, sir, that told me already, sir, that there's something fishy going on here. There's something orchestrated. So don't get me wrong. I completely agree with what you're saying in terms of because why would the government allow all this shit to happen? And the one thing I noticed, which does make me agree with what you're saying, is that this is the first time in which I've seen a protest where usually when people protest, especially in my community, people will destroy their own personal communities. But what I'm seeing now is that these people are going out to the rich areas. They're destroying the corporations' merchandise. They're going into the Targets. They're going into the Macy's. They tore Macy's the hell up today. They're hitting big business. That, to me, I find that very interesting, that it's high-priced real estate, business real estate that's being damaged. Because when you go back in the Rodney King incident, it was mostly black people in South Central LA that were tearing South Central LA up.
Yeah.
But so don't be fooled when the media says, oh, they're destroying their own community. What own fucking community? Most of that shit belongs to corporations. Just like CNN. When they were like, oh, CNN. Fuck CNN. CNN's been one of the biggest propagandas of bullshit. So I didn't have a problem with those kids going to CNN and tearing up the goddamn logo, because CNN, like a lot of these news agencies, they push out a lot of propaganda and they pushed out a lot of negative reports about my people. So I don't give a damn. I don't have any stake in CNN. CNN's not paying me no check. So in some ways, I got to be honest with you. In some ways, I know there's stuff that's orchestrated, sir. But in some ways, I do like some of the chaos.
Sure.
I do like some of the chaos because we need to wake the fuck up in this country.
Right.
Info, I genuinely 100% agree that this is long overdue.
Right.
This outrage is long overdue. And the reason they're allowing this to filter out to the suburbs is because for them to bring in UN troops and to put the military on the street, which is against posse comitatus, which is a violation of the law of the land. For them to do that, they have to have people ask for it. So now they're going to attack Mary and Joe, Mary and average Joe America. They're going to come out to the suburbs. They're going to kick the Macy's in and burn it down. And they're just going to be like, "Oh, we got to bring the military in. What else? We got to stop this from happening."
Right.
This is a controlled implosion. And,
right.
And,
And,
I just want to.
I totally realize. The young lady in the chat room was saying that people are being bussed in. I know that. I'm not a fool. Of course, people are bussed in. Sure. Just like, let me tell you something else. Just like all those individuals that are coming out of Central America and Mexico. Guess what? A lot of those people how did those people get there? Some of those people were being bussed into our border.
Absolutely.
I've seen a video on that where these people got floppy shoes on. You look at how they're dressed. How the hell could you walk all those miles and you got floppy shoes on? You got Walkmans. You got all this shit if you weren't bussed in. So I understand if you want to create an agenda and havoc, you got to bust large numbers of people in and then drop them off and give them the fucking assignment. I totally get it.
Yeah, this is a regime change. This is a regime change. They are circumventing Trump. They're circumventing what the American people decided in 2016. And the reason this feels so normal, I guess you could say, because it's been normalized in the media already. We've watched Libya fall to regime change. We've watched Afghanistan. We've watched Syria. We've watched all these countries from all over the world. You've seen them, the people, hundreds and thousands of people in the streets burning, destroying. This is why it's not foreign to us, because we've witnessed regime change after regime change. Gaddafi. Okay. Oh, but this is why they're doing this right before the primaries and the election coming up. They want to completely lock this country under communism.
Let me ask you a question. And Mo, I need you to be honest. I need all y'all to be honest, because I'm about truth and honesty.
100. Bro.
I know people in the chat room are saying that, it's an orchestration of the Democratic Party, but let's be honest here. Let's be honest here. Both the Democrats and the Republicans do regime change.
Sure.
Okay. Republicans engage in the same tactics. What do you think the Democrats engage in tactics? They're both engaged in similar tactics to get the advantage and control of government. So if you got a Democrat in office, let's say you have a Democrat in office right now, you can't tell me that Republicans wouldn't be doing any and everything that they could, such as, and y'all not going to like what I got to say here, but I've seen the evidence of this, such as voter suppression. They would do any and everything that they could to make sure that they get the advantage to get back in the White House. The Democrats do it. The Republicans do it.
It's all
the reason
game.
why is because overall politics is a dirty ass game. And the one thing that politicians understand more than anything, whether Democrat or Republican, is that 1, there are no permanent enemies. 2, there are no permanent friends. 3, there's only permanent interests. Politicians are like prostitutes. They do whatever it takes to get the vote, to get the advantage on either side. So that's the way I look at it. Either one of these parties will do what it takes to change the tie in their decision, in their way. Whatever. So, and at the end of the day, this is the problem. This is why I have a problem with either party, is that at the end of the day, the average person, me and you, we are the ones that get screwed with Vaseline and sometimes no Vaseline. That's my biggest problem. We ultimately completely get screwed.
Yeah.
And we got to get the blinders off. And and my thing is like this, whether the person's Democrat or Republican, we got to be more about, do their issues match up with my values? Are they proposing things that I'm for? Because there's Republicans that I would vote for, that I would support, if they are supporting things that fit my lifestyle. For example, I'm a father. So if they're doing things that benefit me as a father, my child, with schools and everything else, I'm gonna go for that person over a Democrat who's not providing that narrative versus and vice versa. You know, because where I live at, there are people in my district that were Republicans. There's a brother that's a Republican that I voted for because his values and what he was going to do in the community matched up with my values for my child. And guess what? Voted for him again because he was consistent at what he did. See, we need consistent, if we're going to deal with these stinky politicians, we need consistent politicians, consistent to their word and their deeds, because they work for us. We don't work for them.
So you vote on policies?
Yeah, yeah, because this was happening to me, Mo. I'm 50 years old. As I've gotten older, there are things that I'm very conservative on. Like this one, you're going to be probably surprised about. I am not a big fan of legalized marijuana. I'm very conservative on that. I really don't. I don't really like it.
But that's all right, though.
But it's for personal reasons, right?
Personal reasons.
Right. So if a Democrat would say, I'm going to vote to make that legal, versus a Republican who says, nah, I'm against that. And if that's not what I'm for, because I don't want that in my community, then I'm going with the Republican who's saying he don't want that. Now, when it comes to Trump, I'm not a big fan of Trump. But one thing I do agree with is that the damn border. Here, I'm in California. No one sees it like I see it. No one sees it like I see it when it comes to the illegals coming in and how they impact us. I don't want the illegals over here. I don't want those folks from Central America in this country because we don't need them undercutting American citizens. And at a time like this, when we've got this situation economically, we don't need folks from over there coming over here getting jobs that Americans need. See, now I agree with that. That's a very conservative that's a conservative talking point, a conservative platform, right? Guess what? I agree with it.
Yeah, the Syrians and the South Americans, everybody they're bringing in, that is the new Democrat Party that they've kind of replaced a lot of Americans with. They aren't really going to have a voice. And, it's just the blatant racism from the Democrats, the blatant just disassociation. Like none of these people, that's why the last time I talked to Mo, I think I mentioned about I've been starting to advocate for it's not started yet, but I'm calling it the Common Party. It's not the Republican Party, it's not the Democrat, it's not the Green Party. This is the Common Party. You guys talked about capitalism before. It's over. That's game at this point. The capitalists have they continue to buy and fold and buy and fold. We are the debt slaves, and the income gap. It's so like nobody can even fathom. We are beyond living paycheck to paycheck. We live from paying credit card bills.
I agree with you on that.
Yeah, we're the working poor. I'm glad that you said that because that's what when I was talking to Mo earlier, and people, it's not a popular thing to say, but I have to say it that I think capitalism as we know it, it's got a fork in it. It's got its own life preserves right now.
Absolutely, it's over, man.
It needs substitute. Someone's got to give it CPR, compressions.
A lot of these, Ivy League and these Yale and Morehouse and all of these big colleges and Harvard. You have to realize something. The only American dream left is either launching an IPO. Right. Or starting some tech company that's going to be bought up by Google or Apple. That is the American dream at this point. So, the monopoly is unreal. In the 70s and 80s, they broke up Bell Telephone. For whatever reason, they will not break up Google. They will not break up Facebook or Apple, who owns, if you talk about the cell phone alone, two companies own 98% of the market. So everything you see, buy, hear, taste, smell comes from only two companies. And it's just beyond control. And what they're doing is just everything's being filtered down. And I have a horrible outlook on what's going to happen in the next month or so. Because once the UN troops get here, that's it. And you know, I had a show on one of my other channels. I talked about prepping. I said, you know, there was a big prepping push for the last 10, 15 years. The reason they did this, and they made it so that, you know, you have Survivor Man and you have all these prepping shows, and you walk into Walmart, within 10 feet, there's get a 30-day supply pail of food. What they're doing, they've trained us to spend our own money to feed an invading army. Because we everybody has food. Store up, buy toilet paper, get food, get water, store up. The reason for that is because once these contact tracers start and the military's already on the street, they're not going to have to go back to go ahead and get more food, more water. Every third house is a cache of food and water. So
right, let me ask you this question, sir. I got to ask you this question because I hear you saying that, well, the military or the UN is going to be on the. We know that Trump doesn't like the UN system, but the military is going to be on the streets. But you got to be fair, though. Wasn't it Trump who said out of his own mouth that he was about to? He wants to invoke some sort of martial law.
Sure, dude. I don't like Trump, man. I know, but
I'm just bringing it up because I know that. You know, Mo's a conservative. You know, I'm not defining what you are, but I'm just saying. You know, there's a conservative ideology on this platform.
I'm a conservative.
And I know there's people that have been on his platform that are Trump supporters or what have you, whatever.
Sure.
But we got to be honest. Trump is the one that's been talking this sort of, let's bring the military on the streets to get order and saying things that come from words that came from an old time. So I'm saying we got to be fair because he's using some of these ideologies.
Sure.
When he talks as well, but let me just bring this up, and I'm going to get off the
panel.
He's
open what he's saying,
right? Yeah, he's being open about what he's saying, you know. But let me just say this, Mo. I know I'm one that has an understanding of secret societies and how these organizations have how these organizations operate because I've been a member of one, and the reason why corporations get all the perks that the small businessman doesn't get, the reason why Zuckerberg and all these corporations get the cushy treatment is you have to look at their genealogy, their history. Zuckerberg's father, you got to look at the history and how they're connected, okay? A lot of these guys go to the same schools, Harvard and Yale. They're members of things like Skull and Bones. They're members of secret societies where they've got special handshakes. They're members of Masons and all this sort of thing. And I know from personal experience is that when you go behind closed doors within these unions, it doesn't matter whether you're Republican or Democrat. You all work in unison to benefit the brotherhood.
Exactly.
So you got to remember, let's name it. Bill Clinton was a member of Skull and Bones. George Bush, Skull and Bones. So when you see these politicians fighting with each other, bullshit. Behind closed doors, a lot of them represent the same values because these guys go to the same schools together. They're rubbing elbows together and they're chanting the same poems and various secret chants. Right. So that's why when you look at big business, you got to look at the people in big business and say, how are they connected? What schools did they go to? Right. Have they been to a Bilderberger meeting? See what I'm saying? Are they part of the Trilateral Commission? Sort of shit like that. So when you look at that, you can understand why the little man like us, the everyday working class person, gets screwed because we don't have this unified fraternity where we control the goddamn money. The Federal Reserve, look at the guys that have been the chairman in the Federal Reserve, find out who they're connected with. Right? So when you look at that, then you understand why we're on the short end of the stick.
Sure.
Because these guys, there's the government and then there's the sub-government. You can call it deep state, whatever you want to call it. There's a government that's really running us. The government that we think is our government, like the United Nations and all of that, which the Rockefellers are the ones that actually own that building and built that building there. It's really the Bilderberger group that's calling the shots in the world and saying, this is what's going to go down. It's going to be a war over here, so on and so forth. Obama was there when he ran for president in 2008. Mo, I've got video on President Obama at a Bilderberger meeting that people thought he was at in 2008 with Hillary. I've got the goddamn video that I'm going to do a show on. where he's talking that New World Order shit. Well, guess what? The Bill Clintons were doing it because they've been there. The Bushes were doing it. All of them were pushing that agenda because they're all part of these paternal order organizations trying to push their agenda on us. That's why we don't get shit as the small man on the totem pole.
Oh shit.
Hey, what's up?
Bro, absolutely.
Oh, Nacho. Oh my God. Don't give me a headache tonight, Nacho. Your ass.
No,
your ass. I remember your ass. Damn.
Hey,
You're
no,
a piece
some of the stuff they talk about didn't add up, but
what up? But I
man,
put yeah. You got
the
something to
protest,
say?
man.
I know you do.
The protests, they ain't got a damn thing to do with George Floyd or Breonna Taylor. They ain't got nothing to do with them at all whatsoever. Y'all can try and say I'm wrong, but the shit that's going on, it has absolutely nothing to do with those two people that died. Because if it did, they wouldn't be going out on the streets killing other innocent people over looting. They wouldn't be looting in the dead people's name that they say they care about. They wouldn't be doing all this stuff and trashing George Floyd's name like they're doing. They wouldn't be doing that shit if they actually cared about him like they say they do. They're not protesting in his name or her name. Whatsoever. They're not doing
What
it.
about what about
it's
the
a-
people? What about the thousands of people who are out there protesting peacefully in the name of Breonna Taylor and George Floyd versus the people that are out there personally just trying to trash up the place and trying to serve their own purpose by getting their hands on merchandise and causing chaos? So you got to keep that in mind. You've got people protesting legitimately, and they're now getting lumped in with people that are out there for the causing of chaos. We have to make a distinction here, sir, because there are people out there at the thousands that are not engaging in bullshit. And then what about the police that are out there that's been reported that are putting bricks out there, that are watching certain provocateurs breaking glass and shit up and not doing anything? See, sir? See, that's what's happening in Los Angeles. People are complaining about it. They're filing. They're asking for the police chief to step down. There's been a lot of shit that's going on. So you can't sit up here and make a blatant statement and say that all of them don't give a damn about George Floyd or Breonna Taylor, and that it's just all of them who are just, when it's not. You're painting a narrow narrative that's not all true, sir.
Well, info, if I may jump in on that. Nacho, give me 1 second here because I think I know what you're trying to say. You know, let's just get to the actual situation. And I'm asking a question. That's all. I'm not insinuating these are facts. This is all on video. I don't know if you guys saw that when the initial cop pulled him out and put him on the sidewalk, as he was sliding down that wall, he dropped a bag of dope right behind him. There's video of that. Now, the toxicology reports came back saying he was destroyed on fentanyl, which fentanyl does depress your breathing. It has the tendency to, almost collapse your lungs. So the facts are he was in a Mercedes-Benz, which doesn't mean anything. He's 46, unemployed. He has dope on him. Either it was meth, heroin, or fentanyl. He's drunk. He's passing, counterfeit money, getting cigarettes. He's holding dope on him. Now, I'm going to tell you this. The cop and George also worked at a bar the previous year.
Yeah, I know about that.
They knew each other. And I'm going to tell you something. Homicides, statistically, FBI stats, I don't care what stats you go to, murder is committed 9 times out of 10 is committed by somebody that you know. Murder is very personal. So this could have been a hit. And back to what you were saying about, these organizations, the Fraternal Order of Police is also a brotherhood. They are a gang. They protect each other. They have their own handshakes. They cover for each other. They lie for each other, and they kill for each other. And I think what's happening is, a lot of people are out there asking this question that let's remove the white cop. Let's remove the white cop. Let's have a black man walk up on George Floyd and unload a 40 caliber bullet, hollow point straight in his head. Done deal. You will never hear his name. There will never be one riot. It'll be black on black crime, gangland, drug dealing. And the only reason there is any anything going on regarding George. Don't get me wrong. This is a tragedy. I cannot watch when he starts weeping and pleading for his life. I can't. This part,
well,
I can't
well,
do
let me say something here, because people always bring up black on black crime, which I can dispel that myth because of the kind of work that I do. Statistically, most people who live in close proximity to each other kill each other. So white people kill white people, black people kill black people. When those white biker gangs were shooting each other up in Waco, Texas, that was white on white crime, but nobody in the media defined it as such. They just simply said, oh, there was a shootout here. When black people engage in any type of violence towards each other, they say black on black crime, when I know that where I live, you have Asian gang task force, because Asian gang members tend to prey on their own kind doing home invasions. So we have to look at that and say, well, wait a minute. White people kill each other. They do homicides on each other. White men kill their wife. Matter of fact, white men lead the country in domestic violence and abuse of their families. That's FBI statistics. But I'm not here to disparage anybody on the panel. I'm simply saying that, look, we can put blame here, blame there. Okay, George, he might have had drugs on him in his system. I didn't hear about that, but let's say he did. He still did not deserve to be killed in the way that he did. And if the officer, which I was aware of what you just said, knew him from working with him as a bouncer at this club, to me, in my mind, it showed that he didn't have very much respect for George. He might have had a dispute, maybe never liked the guy. So when he did what he did, maybe he put a little extra on it because he's like, I never liked this dude. But if he had reverence and respect for George, he would have realized, wait a minute, this is George. We work together. Man, I could talk to him. Come on, let's not let this get out of control here. You see what I'm saying, Mo?
You're right.
So let me talk to him. But it got out of control because he probably didn't have respect for him, didn't like him, whatever the reasons are. And I saw the tape. Even if he was on drugs, he had a dope or whatever, he still did not deserve to be handled in the way that he did. And the question is, why didn't they just put his ass? Why didn't they just put him in the police car on the cam tape? You can see he was pushed. He was leaning up against the wall.
Yeah.
And then they walked him across the street. There was a goddamn police car right there. Why didn't they just put him in a goddamn police car and call it a day? And we might even be talking about this.
All right, the thing on that, though, and I'm sure you've seen it, it just probably ain't paying attention to it on the cop shows. Not all cops, for some reason, I don't know the reason behind it, but some cops, so I guess some of them keep certain things in the back of their car, so they can't put somebody in the back of their car that they've arrested. They call for another unit to show up and put them in a different car. So that does happen. That doesn't, shock me one bit that he was placed in a different cop car, even though the other one was right there, like you're saying. That there could have been something else to that, but I don't think that is really,
Well, Nacho, the New York Times has released many camera angles and different footage from that corner, and it shows that when they initially tried to place him, he started resisting, saying he's claustrophobic. So I believe they tried to get him to the SUV to get him a little bit more room.
Okay.
And he still was resisting, and there was a tussle inside the SUV. And I mean, I've watched hundreds and hundreds of hours of live PD and cops. And when they got to remove somebody from a vehicle they've already been placed in, there's an issue. There's a massive issue. And, I will never understand. Listen, I just did a show about this on my channel. Please let me tell you, white people hate cops too. White people hate cops too. Any of the FBI statistics you want to pull them. White people are murdered by police 24/7. But the difference is, it's not news when a white cop kills white Jimmy from the trailer park. That CNN cameras aren't rolling. Okay, so nobody cares. Nobody cares that there's white people murdered daily by white police.
It happens.
Really all races.
Right, but this is the thing. When white police deal with white men, and I've seen plenty of footage where white men have actually had guns in their hands.
Sure.
White men in Michigan going up to the state building with guns, screaming in the faces of the state police security, and nothing happens to them. I've seen plenty of video where white men have done some things and didn't get shot. That I, as a black man, would get shot just moving the wrong way.
Right.
And so we cannot deny that, as that is a reality, because even if white men are being shot so much by cops, and you're saying, well, nobody cares. Well, the difference is that white people, you have certain protections in this country that I don't have. And mainly your protections is the very thing that we're talking about. The police, the military, the government, because white people in America are seen as citizens, whereas black people in this country, we're not really seen as citizens in the way that you are, because they've had to pass all these laws. They got to pass the Voters' Right Act every damn 25 years to make sure that we can damn vote. All these things that we're supposed to be afforded, we're not always afforded. We're not always afforded.
I'll give you
Here's the problem on that. Black people, black people do make up a small number of the population, but they commit 50% of the crime.
So it's not true.
Even black officers say they approach, mainly young black men differently.
Well, wait a minute. I just had a video on this. What black are you talking about? Are you talking about black Haitians? Are you talking about black Jamaicans? Are you talking about black Caribbeans? Are you talking about black Africans? Are you talking about black Somalians? What blacks are you specifically talking about?
I've seen your stream.
I looked at
I'm talking about black in general.
I know.
Black in general. So that means that white is in general, right?
I know that you're wrong, because actually white people commit more crime overall in this society than black people. Right now, black people might lead a couple of points. I've seen the latest FBI statistics. You need to listen. Can I finish, please? Can I finish? Black people may lead slightly when it comes to homicide, killing one another. But when you look at overall crime, domestic crime, commercial robbery, all these other crime statistics, white people overall lead in these other crimes overall in this country. So to paint the picture, which is usually painted on 10 o'clock news, that all black people are somehow criminals, which is why we get stereotyped. This is why police tend to kill us, because they assume, he's going to his waist. You had Orlando Castillo in Minnesota who said, "Sir, I've got a license to conceal a gun in an open carry state. I'm going to show you my ID." And he shot the man when he had a girlfriend in the car with a child. How often does that happen to white guys? Not very often. Because white guys can walk around with their guns in open carry states and not get shot. You had a kid a few years ago who brought a gun that they were selling in Walmart, and he had the gun that he was going to purchase, and he was still shopping. Police runs in there and shoots him dead. So it's not the same, sir.
That's what just happened to me. I did a Facebook Live. Okay, as I'm on my Facebook Live, a police officer gets on my Facebook Lives and calls me a dumb monkey just a few minutes ago. So this is what we dealing with in America, and nobody wants to talk about the facts. I'm going to call that police station tomorrow, and I'm going to call for his resignation, and I'm suing his ass. You don't get on a black woman's Facebook Live and call her a dumb monkey when we got all these protests and the police brutality going on in this country, and he has the audacity to come on my Facebook Live and call me a dumb monkey. This is what we are dealing with, but they don't want to hear the truth. His name is Lou Burren, a police officer in Lodi, California. Okay, call me a black monkey.
Yeah, there's no call for that. That's absolutely racist. And again, they're absolutely are racist people.
I would have called him a white monkey back.
Yeah, I mean, we're all.
No, I'm gonna get him where it hurts.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
get him in the money. Get him in the pocketbook.
I'm gonna get him where it hurts. He's gonna lose his job because I'm going after his ass. He got the right black woman this time.
Right.
Because I don't play.
Exactly. How you deal with these kind of cops is you got to decertify their asses.
Exactly.
So they can't work nowhere. See, the one thing that people understand in America is money. You've got to hit them in the pocketbook.
That's right.
That's what this country understands.
And then I'm saving black men's and women's lives, because if he can go on my Facebook Live and call me a dumb monkey, what do you think he would do to a black person when he is out there on duty?
Right.
Absolutely. There absolutely is racial profiling, and it is handed down from the federal government. They're federally trained. I know cops. I went to school with them. You know, they're still in my local police force, and it's unreal, actually. They're, you know, if you wear your hat a certain way, if your window's down a certain, you know, they always look for tint. It's just so many triggers, and a lot of it deals and revolves around racial profiling. So you're absolutely right. There's a double standard in this country that has to change, dealing with racial profiling. And
his name was Lou Burr, and he's on Facebook. That's his name. Okay.
Let me
a white man with a cowboy hat on.
Before I get out of here, brother, I gotta bring this scenario out. What if it was a white man who actually had some drugs on him and he was a little intoxicated or whatever, and you had 4 black cops, for example, and a white man was being held down to the ground here in America with a black man's knee on him saying, "I can't breathe, help me, please." Do you or do you not think that those damn 4 black officers would not only be fired, but they would find a way to press charges on them? Come on now. Look at that. Look at the optics of that. 4 black men. We already have a stereotype in America that black men are brutes, right? We're brutes. And now they're holding a white man down. And a white man is saying, "Help me, please. I can't breathe." What the hell you think would happen? Come on, be real. I'm about truth.
I say choke
Brother Mo, thank you.
Choke the cracker, I said.
Mo, you gonna get your damn channel.
I know, like, damn, get flagged.
Tomorrow, hey Mo, tomorrow you're gonna go to your YouTube channel. You're gonna be like, "What happened to it?"
I was just playing.
Your shit gonna be disappeared, man. You can't say that. You can't say what you just said.
Damn, you can't even play no more. You can't even do comedy no more. Man.
No, but but
he's
folks,
right.
Before I get
He's
off here,
right.
that's a very serious question. Even though I'm kind of laughing here. Come on now, that's a very serious question.
It is.
See, nobody wants to deal with that.
You're right. I was waiting for Mo. Let me ask you this: what if it was
they don't want to deal with it.
What if it was 4 black cops on top of George Floyd? Then what?
Oh, I would still say that they gotta pay the price. I still would say that they need to go to jail and be prosecuted. Now, I gotta be honest. I believe in being honest. I don't think that you would have the same visceral anger from the black community as much as you would have it if a white man did it, because there's a lot of racial tension there. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think in some ways, when we are violent towards each other, we become desensitized to it. But because of the racial element, black and white, we get more charged up when it's a white man doing it. I'm an honest broker here. So I believe that people would still be angry, but I don't know if it would be the outcry, particularly from the black community, would be on the same level if it was 4 black cops. They would be upset. There could be some protest, but I don't think it would be what it is here.
Absolutely. I agree with that. And
hey, Mo, everybody, have a great night.
You too, Info. Take care, brother.
All right,
have a great night. Nice.
Peace.
Got to do some more with you.
Yeah. Your phone's speaking there. Who's back this day?
Kayla, can I ask you a question that you mentioned when you first came in? You know, somebody had stated something about, black, and you was like, well, are you talking about, you named a lot of different nationalities. I personally am 100% on board with that. And I genuinely wish that, black people would not be looked at as this monolithic force, but they are and they aren't, and they are and they aren't. In situations like this, nobody's going to really ask what is George's heritage, what's his lineage. he's a black guy, he's a black American, but I agree with that. I agree with you 100%. I wish that there wasn't this monolithic tie to the vast majority, because I know dealing with a lot of things I've dealt with personally, it just seems like there's this weird, like, well, one black person does something and another one feels guilty or embarrassed, and I'm just like, well, there could be a white dude walking down the street and trip and fall, and I'm not going to feel embarrassed. Like, there's a weird, it could be a spiritual thing though, I don't know, but I agree with what you said. There's all mannerisms of all different nationalities, all different type of I just covered Robert Smith, who's he's a billionaire tech investor who last year paid the tuition at Morehouse College for 400 graduating students, $40 million. This is a black man. This is an all-black male college. These are all professional men, and they're going to run the world one day. So why should they be held at a certain standard when you have guys walking around with their pants around their ankles? It's just it's mind-boggling to me. I don't like the monolithic approach, and I think a lot of black leaders
I like that word. I like that word from you say it, and that means is a monolithic approach. I really, really like that.
Well, the reason why I brought that black on black crimes stuff and start talking about the different black ethnicities in the United States is because Africa, the Nigerians did a video on YouTube today, and a lot of people don't understand that there's Africans and different black ethnicities in this country.
Mm-hmm.
And the Nigerians are at the U.S. embassies protesting right now. A lot of their family members live in the United States.
Yeah, I have
And
Nigerian
then they let me tell you what they said. You can find it on YouTube. They said they were sending a message to Trump, and this is the whole Africa that is protesting. They are sending a message to Trump and all the U.S. Ambassadors that Africa is watching, and Africans are tired of the black genocide in the United States, and they are threatening to retaliate. So this is what we're dealing with that white America is not comprehending. They always say black on black, but you got other people from, blacks from other countries that are a lot more radical than black Americans are.
Oh, absolutely.
And then
I
they
think
got
this is
pissed
all. I
off
think
at
this is
this
all
point.
fixed, dude. I think this is all fixed, man. I think really this is all fixed. This shit is too well fucking organized to be in this the way shit's been played out these past few years. I mean, let's really look at it. I mean, I'm fully with you, and I understand because I've seen them articles myself. You know what I'm saying? Earlier today. So yeah. I mean, there are, but I think there's a bigger thing to this picture, man.
Well, Jay, you missed it. I just did a Facebook Live, and a police officer got on my Facebook Live and called me a dumb monkey. Okay.
You know what? As I said, man, these are I tell you, these are motherfucking plants. This is part of the fucking swamp, man. And this fucking shit's deep. It is deeper than I even thought it was.
He gonna lose his damn job, and I'm suing his ass.
Because now we have this now. Once the swamp's gone politically, now our biggest threat now are these blatant floor eaters of the swamp that we have inside of our society, inside of our communities. You know what I'm saying?
Like that cop that called me a black monkey. He does not need to be on any police force whatsoever.
Now we have to deal with the bottom feeders, and this shit is getting very dangerous, man.
Yeah.
It's our government, dude. It's the government. It's like he was talking earlier. He already stepped out. I'm not sure who that was, but he was talking about Waco, white on white. Waco was fucking the Clintons. Waco was fucked up. Like, it was a cult. I don't agree with all of it, but the way Waco actually went down is some serious bullshit. So then I want to talk on hands in the air, don't shoot. You know, I fight for Lavoy Finicum, that standoff that happened in Oregon. That is no different than what happened to George. None whatsoever.
Well, did y'all know that there was an incident in France that was the same type of death as George Floyd?
Yeah. My homegirl from Germany told me that this morning.
Yep.
Yeah, my homegirl from Germany told me that this morning. And then guess what? She even told me today, since we're talking about this, that the same shit is happening there in Germany too.
This is all a
Well,
plan.
blacks getting
And
killed.
also,
This shit is all over the world,
this is
man.
all
It's all
part of
control
the
on
plan.
weak people.
They
It's all
set this
control.
crap up on purpose. And also,
I gotta
the
train you.
Democrats that were pushing mail-in ballots, well, guess what? Now they just blew that one open because now they can't claim they want mail-in ballots because they're supporting all these riots and all this crap. So their little narrative they were pushing on mail-in ballots, well, now that they can't use that excuse because Democrats run states. They're not doing anything about these protesters. They're allowing it to continue and to go on, and they're not
They're
doing
all
crap
paid.
about it.
They're
And all of a
all
sudden,
paid.
COVID's going
It's like
away.
this.
Now,
I hate to say it. There's going to be a lot of bullshit out. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? Bring the fucking military in. Round every one of those motherfuckers up. Black, white, Hispanic. I don't give a fuck what color
I
you
say
are.
bring the
And
fucking
vet them
military in too,
motherfuckers.
and I hate to talk that way because it
You know what I'm
sounds like
saying? Because
martial
you know
law.
what? Somebody's
When your
going to get.
own
There's going to be a lot of
country
people going
is
to get
hiring
killed.
people to kill you and riot, fuck yeah, bring the military in,
There's
fucking end it now.
going to be a lot of people that's going to get killed. And you know what? And I'll say it right here. If people wind up getting killed by the fucking military, good. Fuck them. White, black, yellow, green, blue, I gives a fuck. I've no
there's been a
fuck to
total
give.
of 6 police officers
I'm
that's
tired
been
of this shit.
killed in the last few
Everybody,
days.
across the board, equal justice for fucking everybody.
You know, this is
Like I love
part
my
of their plan.
I'm
liberties and I
sorry.
love my
It
rights and our
hurts me to say that.
constitution of state,
You know,
but
It hurts
COVID
me
did
bad
not
to say
work out
that.
like
I'm sick of this
they
shit.
thought it would. The whole COVID thing did not work out like they thought it would, and it started to backfire. And now all of a sudden, now they're
Yeah,
coming out with
exactly.
this, and now this is
Exactly.
worldwide.
That's what the
You know,
fuck
COVID
happened.
was
Why the
worldwide.
fuck they want
Now
curfew?
this is
it fucking
worldwide.
backfired, and now they bring on the riots. They bring
Now
on the
they
riots.
even now
It's disrespectful.
yeah.
But what's going to happen though if all this rioting crap turns against them, just like the COVID crap did?
What's gonna
They're
happen?
really going to be really worried because they had the
They're gonna be real
COVID thing
desperate.
worldwide, and then people
Well,
were doing
people are waking
protests
up.
worldwide over
Yo,
COVID.
people are waking up. They're
Now,
finding bricks. They're finding bricks and shit, neatly stacked.
yeah, it's just I don't know. There's more to this than what we all realize.
Absolutely,
This is,
there is.
like I said, it's not
At least
about
we're all
George
awake
Floyd
now.
or any of these other people. It's not about their death. People might want to think it is, but it's not about their death because
It isn't.
there's something more to this
They're
because of
disrespecting his
how big
death
it is,
at this
and
point.
it's worldwide right now. So, and people in all these other countries would not. I mean, why would they protest in their own country about some random American that was killed by the cop? It doesn't add up. If you start looking
Well,
at
the
it,
cops arrested,
it's
and
not
the other
adding
three
up.
got arrested too. That's the thing; it doesn't add up.
It
It's
doesn't.
all
So-
I mean,
so
Shirley.
there's something bigger
Shirley, I agree with you with a lot of shit, but this right here, there's more to this shit right here, man.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
There's more to
They
this
do
shit
the
right
pandemic.
here. Shirley.
We got freaked
I mean,
out.
come on, let's
We
don't
stocked
put
up on
ourselves.
toilet paper.
This don't think one dimensionally here. The whole fucking world is fucking on fire.
It is.
Okay,
is.
the whole world is on fire, man.
This is what's going to happen. This is what's
This
going
is
to happen.
bigger than black people.
I studied Event 201, all 5
It's the
segments.
UN government.
Yes.
Absolutely.
UN is United Nations. That's every country in,
Dude,
America,
this
in
is
the
gonna
world.
be, dude, World War III is not
It's
what
one
people think it's
world
going to be.
order. One world order is all they want.
World War III is going to be countries. It'll be an insurrection in all countries. That's World War III.
It is.
Yeah.
They're going to get
And it's
a
here.
bunch
It's
of
here. It's already here. It's too late.
Dude, I talk to Europe all the time. Dude, believe me, dude, they're getting ready to do something in Europe, and those motherfuckers are ready to fight in fucking Europe.
Sure.
America needs to do the same thing peacefully.
See all these,
America's done it all wrong.
see all these people that
You know
vote
what needs
on
to
the screen right here? Do you guys see all
Peacefully
these people on
protest.
here?
These are all fucking kids, man. But you know
Right.
what?
I know.
I tell you what, it's going. I mean, I hate to say it, but some of these kids are going to get. It's going to be a whole other uprising. No, I
They
blame
have
the
no idea
parents
what's
and
coming.
blame them fucking kids.
They have no idea what's coming. This protest is going to
You're
cause
right. They are all kids.
everybody to go back under lockdown.
Yeah, look at it right here, yo.
September. And then they're going to start making announcements. Oh, due to the protest and the riots and the close proximity, we have a massive. This is worse than the first.
I'm
time
glad I'm glad my ass lives in the country,
we're
man.
all going under
Me
lockdown.
too.
Country nigga.
Dude, I thought you lived in Las Vegas.
Hey, you know what though? They
I know, I
talked about
live
a
in the
second
country.
wave of COVID.
Yeah.
And with all this going on,
Yeah,
you know,
right.
if
COVID's
a bunch
been
of
around
these
for fucking 20
idiots out
years.
there protesting,
Oh, I
rioting,
call that
don't
shit out
end
on my
up
fucking
dying from
video.
COVID, then their plane's really going to fail majorly because I know that's what they're going to go for because they're already pushing a second wave of COVID. And if all these protesters
Yeah,
are good,
I just saw a post where they said George Floyd had COVID.
They said there was 21,000 new cases.
yeah, but nobody's
the man can't even have
21,000
damn
new
COVID.
cases. I saw the
Hi,
blame,
everyone.
I saw the blame article and shit.
Hey, did you hear today that they said that he had COVID-19? George Floyd?
Yeah. I saw that
his
one
antibody.
too.
They did an antibody test on him and it came back positive.
Well, of course, everybody knew
But
that.
the
I
doctor
mean,
that did Epstein, the autopsy on him, he died of asphyxiation. By pressure
Yeah,
on
the
the
same
back and
the same
back
guy
and neck.
did the autopsy on both of them. Dr. Baden.
Yeah, the Epstein dude.
Well, they just said George Floyd had COVID-19. Come on,
That's what they were reporting. The autopsy that came
George
out.
Floyd died.
Hey, Kayla, I saw that guy
did not
in your
die
chat
from
room. I saw that guy in your chat room, Kayla.
Oh yeah,
he was unreal. He was unreal.
Yep, he
I
was
told
talking
him.
about.
I told him he was triggered. You know,
Yeah,
but he
he
didn't want
was
to talk
talking
to
about
me.
black people on Section 8 too. I just went back and looked at some more of his shit. He was talking about black people on Section 8 and all kind of shit. His ass is going down.
I tell you what, though, man, there are people gonna get killed if this shit don't keeps on fucking going, dude.
Hey, he can hit the lick in here. I don't give a fuck.
Well, shit. Okay, with comments like that cop just told me, what the hell y'all expect? Okay, these are police officers. That's
He kept saying, yeah, he kept saying crap. I told him, I said, you know, Kayla has a right to her opinion.
Okay, gonna call me a
at least respect that.
And then he was talking about black people on Section 8 and in Chicago. He was talking mad shit.
Yeah, man, these are the fucking bottom feeders, dude.
He was
These
calling
are the bottom feeders.
He was calling Kayla racist. Get that? He said Kayla was racist.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
he said that Kayla was racist.
She's outspoken, but she ain't racist. She just speaks her fucking mind.
Exactly.
She believes in what she believes.
I'm telling you, they were triggered in there.
I mean, because I understand
there was a couple
where
of
Kayla's
them
coming from.
Yeah, there was a couple of them in there.
But to say, I mean, as I said,
the guy from Texas.
I agree with Kayla. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of motherfucking things. But at the same time, this is bigger than that, man. I mean, I can't get that shit out of my fucking mind. It's bigger than that.
I know it's bigger than this. I totally 100% agree with you. This is the deep state. This is the cabal is doing orchestrating all of this. I understand that. But when I see racists coming out like that, those people need to be dealt with.
You know what? I want to tell you what. They had some kids out here trying to do some at the mall, do a riot, right? Guess what? The cops out here, man, they came ready, dude. They dared them.
Hey,
they
Kayla,
dared them to do something.
Kayla, did you hear about on the news about about the LAPD had their own Facebook group that was private. They had like a little gang, and they were doing hits on people. They were doing drugs, selling drugs, all kinds of stuff on that group page. It was
No,
private.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was in the news about a year and a half ago.
Okay. Hey,
they had like a specific tattoo that they had on their arms to prove that they were in that club, that elite police unit.
Wow.
Yeah, that was out of LA. That was out of LA.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
So I don't doubt some of these guys that you said, the guys from, you know.
Dude, like I said, we are in some dude. The Bible was right, man. We're in perilous times, dude.
Yeah, we are.
We are in perilous fucking times.
Right.
See, look, I want to tell you what, Joe. I just did the okay. And I'm gonna know that I don't call motherfuckers out. Matter of fact, put on it. Goes, yeah, you say his name is James Woodbridge. This is the most stupid motherfucker I've ever seen in my entire life. This is what I did. He was sitting there talking about, oh man, these are white supremacists that are doing all these riots and stuff. So
yeah, that's what our governor said.
Wait, then I sat there and I put the okay system. I put the okay sign over there. And you know what this stupid fuck said? He sat there and said, oh man, he said it's weird that you put the white power sign. I said, it's fucking okay. This is a white dude telling me that it's okay, that the okay sign is white power, and he's about our fucking age. Real fucking shit. This is how dumb this motherfucker is. I lost all complete respect for this motherfucker. And I didn't know that. I had a lot of respect for him. You know?
Yeah, you want to know something? Isn't it weird that we can't go to church, but it's okay to protest? Both are First Amendment. That's both First Amendment.
Oh,
but yet
yeah,
one part of the First Amendment it's okay, but another part is not.
Well, they tripped out when Trump had a Bible and had it in front of a blamed church. Oh man, they fucking flipped. Especially the fucking liberals in my community, dude.
Yep, the Secretary of Defense came out today talking bad about that, and so did General Mattis.
Even a troll send me a super chat. I'll take it. A troll send me a super chat. I'll take it.
I mean, shoot, man. Shoot, man.
I don't know what it is.
Man, you can't say Jesus, man. That's where it's going to get to.
It's already there. Okay, it's already there. They saying that's racist. You say Jesus.
Yeah. You know the sad thing. You know the sad thing is they raised like $30 million to bail out these guys out of jail, but right now they've only raised a little over $100,000 for David Dorn, the captain that got killed trying to defend the pawn shop.
Oh yeah, he got killed today, right?
Yeah, or yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well,
but they only raised a little over $100,000 for him, but they raised over almost $30 million to get people out of jail that did it to him.
That's the Democrats for you.
Dude. This is we are fighting. We're not fighting against flesh and bone, but spirits and principalities. And these motherfuckers right here got the devil in them. The devil is running fucking rampant in this place.
Is this in Los Angeles or where is this at?
You know what I'm saying?
I think it's in Los Angeles.
It's in Los Angeles? My son just came. He said it was still something. I'm trying to see where they're at.
I be missing goddamn fun. I be want to go in and shit.
Man, you know what, man?
Yeah, but see, the thing is that the anarchists, they hijacked this movement.
Yep.
You know?
Yep, the antifa.
And what do they do?
And see, and y'all know what? This is why I say it pisses me off when they say black on black crime, because these damn fucking Muslims that are black is crazy as fucking hell. Okay, we as black Americans do not associate with them crazy ass black Muslims, nor do we.
And the Hebrew Israelites.
Crazy ass Somalians.
And the Hebrew Israelites.
Yeah, okay, we don't associate with that. So that's why when they be talking about black on damn black crime, it pisses me off, okay? Because you got all the kind of crazy ass blacks that have migrated to this country and they don't give a shit and they hate America. We know black Muslims hate America. We know all Muslims hate America, okay? We know them Somalians hate
Now I ain't
America.
gonna say all Muslims, man, because my one friend,
Well, not all
Abdullah, man, he loves America, dude.
Well, you're right. I'm not gonna say all of them because I know some
She's
Muslims.
just on one right now.
All
Get
of them,
all,
all of them that you,
You're
all
right.
of them that you know. How about that?
My dad was a Vietnam veteran, and he was Muslim.
Don't, because number one, they were no different than the liberals sit there and blanketing everybody.
Yeah,
no
that's what I
different.
said. You're right. Not all Muslims, but we know Muslims hate America, and those Muslims are black. Okay, them is the ones that they caught training the kids as terrorists. Remember that? Them was blacks, Muslims. This was about a couple of years ago.
Oh yeah, man. One of these dudes.
Hey, Kayla, did you see the
training-
Did you see the
but they
video of the
wanna
white
say
lady
black
handing
on
out
black
bricks?
crime, okay, black Americans, we don't do no shit like that.
Kayla, did you see the white lady handing out bricks to the black kids to tell them to throw them? And the mom came over there and gave the lady the brick back and was yelling at her, "Don't be giving that brick to my kid. You're gonna get him
I didn't
killed."
see that. No, I didn't see that.
It's on Mo's public figure on Facebook.
And shit, when I was talking about the police setting up
You gotta
those
start
bricks,
sharing that shit to
they
my
had the
page,
nerve to
John.
fact check me on Facebook talking
I'll
about it
open you
wasn't
up.
true. Shit,
I
me.
just don't let nobody put no bullshit on my page.
Yeah,
because they want to blame pornography, and I got kids looking at my shit.
Pornography? What you
know,
say?
seriously, a lot of porn fucking come on my shit. They start pasting that shit. Yeah, I was opening you on my page. I was opening on my page to post that shit on my page, John. Because I don't let people post on my page.
Yeah.
Because especially that pornography and gay shit and all that stuff like that, man.
But they don't post my stuff on my page.
You know what I'm saying? I vet through that shit. I mean, seriously. I mean, because we're
the only pornography on Mo's public figure is what Mo posts.
Yeah, what I post.
Don't put your pornography on my page, Mo.
Hey, let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. See, I don't think people are ready for some real messages over here, right? Some real truth over here, right? The first time I ever watched a porn movie is when I was 15 years old. I snuck my mom's shit, and I watched that shit. That's it.
Oh, I did too, man. Vanessa
I was stupid through their shit. I'll try to steal my mama's cigarettes, right? And I saw a porn movie her and her husband had put up. I never put up, but
Vanessa
they was watching.
She's a porn star.
No, they was watching.
She was fine as she.
I'm trying to steal cigarettes, and I'm looking at. I saw a porn movie. They was watching. So
now here's a thing talking about Dr. Winnie Hartstrong claims George Floyd is alive, and the video is faked.
Yeah, I heard that. That's.
Oh, wait! I got a question for you, Shirley, and this is off the subject. Why do black women get so mad when black men mess with Italian women? I mean, mess with Mexican women. They get really mad out in Vegas about that.
Oh, for real?
Because, you know, well, it goes on both sides of the coins because, you know, out here in Los Angeles, you have some racist Mexicans and you got some cool Mexicans.
Right.
Okay. So that's where the fine line is as far as between Mexicans and blacks. Because the Mexicans out here.
I'm talking about black women. I mean, black women mad when black men go out with
that's
Latin
because
women.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. Okay, the black women don't got a chance in hell. That's why they got to start dating white men and out of their damn race. Because the black men going towards foreign women, are a white woman, and then the rest of the black men is a lot of black men that are LGBT. So what options really does that leave a black woman? When all the black men, they can
To me,
interracially.
it's all about attitude. Oh wait, I want to tell you what though. You know what it is with the black
Black
women,
men
man.
can't
I
handle a
want
strong
to
black
tell you
woman.
what though. I tell you what though. Them Latin chick. It's a get out of my get out. Go.
Mo told me that
um
black women don't put out like white women.
no yeah no
Yes,
dude. I want to tell you what, dude.
yeah, because we got
I'll tell
morals
you
and
what though.
values. Okay.
No. White women are more freakier than black women.
Yeah.
I want to tell you what though. I like that dude. I'll tell you
That
what.
is
It's the
true.
accent that gets me. It's the
Yeah, but I
accent
know
that.
I know a couple of
Girl,
black
you
women
got
that will
that.
pull a
That gets
train.
me. Them Latin women are sexy though. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Also, know because you know what my favorite Latin women are? The fucking Brazilians. I'm
But
sorry.
you know what? If you know what, if you date a Hispanic, because my nephew dated a Hispanic girl for a long time. Her family did not like him. Those Hispanic families do not take kindly of a black man dating a Hispanic
Hey,
woman.
I'm one of those dudes that I don't have to see them. I don't
Yeah.
have to see them.
That's because in Mexico they're real racist there.
Right,
If you're black,
exactly.
try go travel in Mexico and see what happens to you.
Okay.
Yeah, because our dick is bigger than
If
theirs.
you don't have to see her family, that relationship ain't gonna work out.
In fact, the word Negro is the word from Spanish for negro, for black.
Negro. Yep.
You know,
Negro.
it comes from the Spanish word.
Yep.
You know, if you ever want to know where that word came from, it was the Spanish word for black.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, negra. Yeah, I remember when I lived in. I used to get mad because he used to call because it was his girlfriend. He had a black girlfriend and he called her negra. I was like, why you gotta call her negra? I mean, I was like, you know what I'm saying? But also at the same time, even with the Puerto Ricans, they even say, yeah, I'm negra. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they proud of it.
And see, white people couldn't pronounce the word very well, and so that's how it transformed.
Hey, let me ask you something, man. Okay, why white? I mean, it's facts, man. Why white women don't like the word cunt? I can call a black woman a cunt. A black woman will get mad.
Yeah, and don't call them a bitch.
Don't call a black woman a
Go out
bitch.
here and call women a cunt.
Hey, Kato, do the word cunt upset you?
The black women said, call me queen, bitch.
Do the word cunt upset you?
Yeah, don't be calling me out my name.
Okay. So if somebody call you cunt, is that the worst thing in the world? Somebody call you cunt?
That ain't the worst thing in the world, but hey, I done been
No,
called
what I'm
every
saying
name in
is,
the world. Okay?
don't call a white woman a cunt. Don't call a
I'm
white
like
woman.
this. Yeah, white women don't like that word cunt.
Yeah,
but I'm like this.
that's
You
what I'm
call me
saying.
what you want to call me. You have to love yourself and know who you are. Okay? If I'm a cunt, I'm the best cunt out here. Okay?
Next.
If I'm gonna be a bitch, I'm the best bitch out here. Okay, you got to love yourself.
I'm that nigga. Nigga.
Okay.
You know?
Don't bother me none.
John, that sand nigga. There you go.
Okay.
He's like, I'm that sand nigga.
You don't sign it. But yeah, I'm just I don't think this is in Los Angeles.
You know what? Maybe that's the other one I had pulled up, man. I'm kind of buzzing a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What else is new here?
Okay. I sent you that one about London. London, where they're protesting right now.
London.
Yeah, they were protesting in London.
Yeah, they protesting all over the world.
Because people are finding out that the COVID-19 was a hoax.
Yep.
You know, and they're pissed off because people lost a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
And they're gonna continue losing money.
Man, it's
especially with that racist cop, though. He called me a black monkey. Okay, this is what we got working in our police departments, which is not cool. All of them need to be fired. If you got any racial biases towards another person due to their skin complexion, you do not need to have that job. Period.
Hey, I've seen it I've seen it in school, I've seen it in the military, and I've even seen it in the police department. You know, being involved in all of those. I mean, there's good guys and there's bad guys, but I've seen it in all of those. You know, you want to talk about institutions, you know, because the military, believe me, there's still racism.
Yeah.
Why are only mostly white people marching during this motherfucking protest? I have a problem with this shit.
Okay, exactly. That part too. That's what I said. They always talking about blacks. I said, but what about all these white people that's marching? It's a lot of white people and Hispanics marching. It ain't just blacks.
I'm gonna say crackers. I said it.
Hey Kayla, did you see the video of that white girl that got down on her knees for Black Lives Matter?
That bad word.
Did you see that white woman get on her knees for Black
Yeah,
Lives
I
Matter?
see that. Yeah, that's right. I mean, I see it white people.
There's no need for that. We just need to unify. No,
he told her. He said, you know,
no,
you need
but
to
if
get
I
down
had
on your knees.
Hey, I made a statement.
Let's count how many black people we see in this protest. I counted 2 so far.
I made a statement at the rally, right? The last time I spoke at a rally in D.C., this is exactly what I said at a rally. I said, they said that's a white privilege. I said, I got a lot of white friends. Hey, any white friends, white privilege, let me know that I will drive with some beer on my lap. Everybody in the picture movie started laughing when I said that. I said this. Anybody got white privilege, let me know. I'll be your best friend, and I can drive around some legal shit, and nobody ain't got to worry about shit. They just start laughing. That's what I said at the rally.
You have white privilege. Biden gave it to you. He told you were black. Remember?
Yep,
you got white privilege now.
But no, for real, if I have a white friend privilege, let me know who got white privilege.
I couldn't tell you.
Yes, there's some white privilege to a certain extent. To a certain extent. But really, them motherfuckers going to jail too.
There's one black. Yeah,
what's up, Negro?
That's 4.
Hey,
four
yep,
black,
where
five,
all the black people at?
Hey, yo,
black people.
Yeah, where the black people at?
7, 8.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie though. When I was a kid, I used to watch Family Feud, right? I always root for the black family.
We all
I
did, man.
I always root for the brothers.
Okay, I need to vote for you, okay?
I hope the white family lose and shit. I'll be all like, yeah, motherfucker. Black folks won. I'm so petty tonight.
Hey, Jay, you heard Obama came out today and made his comments about the protests?
Yeah, I heard about, but I was at work. What happened?
No, he was saying he was all happy with them, and we need change, and this is a change.
That motherfucker.
Yep. And then, Rosenstein was, today had to give testimony, and nobody talked about that on the news because it's all being covered up.
For this shit.
Rosenstein, he pled the Schultz defense. I knew nothing, I saw nothing, I heard nothing. That's what he said today.
Hillary got testified.
Well, her attorney argued yesterday that, that she shouldn't be forced to testify. Tom Fitton was talking about that.
Yeah, I heard the tape. Yeah, really? They're like, fuck that. He testified.
Yeah. Tom Fitton said the DOJ is still protecting her.
Hey, y'all get your homie, bro.
Hey, you never know. Biden chooses Hillary, and then Hillary 25th Amendment him.
This is why people want to smack the fuck out of you,
January 20th, he takes office, and January 21st, the Vice President 25th Amendment, Joe Biden.
Somebody gonna touch you. Move. Bro, this your homie? Bro, move around.
Hey, so likewise on Uber guy today.
We ain't gonna touch you. You know you gonna press charges.
Uber was live earlier.
Yeah, Likewise was on it. I was like, what the hell? Likewise was on stage.
Dirty ass feet, you know. Get on somewhere, bro. Hey, just back the car up. Back the car, pull out, bro.
Likewise just like to get triggered.
Just back this motherfucker.
He likes to argue.
Hey, I remember the one video, the first I put Likewise to Cat and Shoot, them two went at it. I was like, Likewise, like, bitch, I'm like, oh shit, here we go.
Go.
I know. Hey, my daughter discovered Candace Owens. She posted something, and I was like, oh no, I'm gonna have to break the news to her.
Yeah, break the news.
Is this your wife? Is this your wife? Thank you. Stupid bitch. Fuck you.
Damn, I missed action.
Touch me. Touch me. Touch me. I'll knock your ass out.
You gotta knock your ass out.
Hey, what's wrong? I'll fuck you and your husband up. Touch me. Touch me.
In New York City on Saturday,
Is that Likewise?
they got $2.5 million worth of Rolex watches.
Is that Likewise there?
Yeah, I will. I will fuck you up.
I hear Likewise in the background.
You better get it.
Huh?
Never mind, I'm tweaking.
No, Likewise doesn't live near LA.
Is Likewise at the rally?
It sounds like Likewise, don't it?
He wouldn't waste his time.
I don't understand. I'm like, what?
Da Vinci, you big dummy. Dude, when I see him, fuck you up, Da Vinci. I'm fucking you up. I'm gonna call my gouge ass. Look at how petty this motherfucker.
Dumbass.
Fuck you, dumbass. You dummy. Nigga sound like a younger Fred Sanford.
Yeah.
I be roasting Likewise. Like, shut the fuck up, nigga.
Elizabeth, I'm coming.
Look at that. They're young people. They're a white guilt right there. White guilt. Hey, white guilt.
Yeah, white.
You're guilty. You are apologizing for hanging out for your ancestors, hanging our ancestors from the tree. Now it sounds like K the Truth now. Look at this shit. Yeah. See? You're trying to influence on me.
I'm rubbing off on you, Mo.
You're rubbing off on me. I'm talking all that shit now.
You know, they're using M80s to blow up ATMs, and one guy got himself blown up by it.
They was using N80s when I was in Berkeley. Okay? Yeah, they were. That's Antifa with those M80s.
Yep.
They was using them all in Berkeley trying to blow up the Trump protesters.
Yeah, now they're blowing up the ATM machines.
That's fucked up.
Yeah,
that's Antifa then. That ain't black people. That got to be Antifa because I don't even know if black people know how to make an M80 bomb.
Yep. 24 ATMs were hit in Philly.
Damn.
They got $2.5 million worth of Rolexes. $2.5 million worth of Rolexes in New York City when they broke in and looted.
They hit one of the. They hit the jewelry store all the stars go to in California and Los Angeles. It was in Melrose by Hollywood, where all the stars get their jewelry at. They hit it, cleaned it out.
Yeah. But that's high-end organized crime taking that most of that, a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, they do.
It's not the simple man on the road that's taking that.
They do that.
Because how they're gonna, how they're gonna carry all that away? You know, they got to come down there with a truck.
Shit, man. I'm not smart. I can do it, but I wouldn't.
My audience. See, I have a versatile audience, and I have white people that got my back. I got my white, one of my older white friends on Facebook. He said, I tried to call that damn police department. He said, I'm calling in the morning. He said his ass gonna get fired. Okay. Okay. So you got to
they don't tell the whole story about shit.
Yeah, not all blacks and whites are bad. It's just those ones that we got to go after and get rid of their asses that's causing all the racism and all the division between blacks and whites. We got to get rid of their asses. They the ones causing the problem.
Yep. and it's fucked up. Like I said, these kids don't fucking know, man. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers are climbing up the wrong motherfucking tree.
Yeah.
Two NYPD officers were shot and one stabbed tonight.
Thank God I don't live in the city. I'm a country nigger.
Yeah, that's where I'm at, kind of.
Well,
I moved out of the city because I saw this coming.
Same here.
I'm on the outskirts of LA, so where I'm at is quiet. Ain't shit going on around here. Shit, matter of fact,
Yeah, get the fuck out of California, man, because God's gonna shake that bitch. God's gonna shake that bitch.
Yeah, they are not playing out here. We safe, thank God.
And you know, some of these people that are in these riots, they're not even American. They come on international flights coming in.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I said we don't know who is who. That's why these people always talking about black on black crime. I said we don't know who the hell these people are in the United States.
Nobody's flying. No, nobody's flying out here. There's still no flights going to Europe.
Hey,
no, they're flying in.
Hey, you taking me back. You take me back. Back in my days when I was 20 years old, we used to rob drunk Mexicans back in the day. I ain't gonna lie, back in the days, rob drunk Mexicans back in the day. I just get a white hooker,
rolling guys,
and buy her a beer and say, go pretend like you for sucker's dick. And they get too drunk and I have to fuck their ass up. I ain't gonna lie.
I want to tell you what, there's a lot of Mexicans out here, man. There's a lot of, I'm surprised how far north these Mexicans are.
Yeah, and that's why I used to get locked up from robbing Mexicans back in the days.
And Haitian. And Haitians too.
That's because the border patrol, that when they release them, they take them right to the bus station and they ship them all over. You know, like Kayla was saying, in California, they were buying up all the housing, you know, for the illegal aliens, so they could have like 10 families living in there.
Hey, everybody happy, man, because we all making good money, so we all cool. Everybody gets along. Black, white, Hispanic, Mexican. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody
depends on what you consider good money.
Huh?
I said it depends on what you consider good money.
Shoot, man, I'm making above 15.
That's surviving.
Dude, it's great here for the cost of living.
Yeah.
Yeah, out there where he had the cost of living, because you can get a place for $500.
Shoot. This is like Mexico. This is
that's why I moved here. I got a place I was renting for. I was renting a place here, 17 acres, 3-bedroom place for $750 a month.
Shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Fuck that.
So that's why in Hawaii, you can't even get a 1-bedroom for less than $1,500, $2,000 a month, and it's a rat hole usually. Man.
So that's good money. Above $15 and the cost of living the way it is out here. Fuck.
Yeah, but all you're doing is postponing, because eventually it's going to come there, especially with everything going on with the economy.
I hope I'm long gone and long dead before it comes out this motherfucker. Yeah. And I'll be an old man, because I'll tell you what, this shit's going to stop. You know what I'm saying? This shit's going to stop. Motherfuckers are getting pissed off now. People, because the townspeople are going to start coming out and start shooting these kids.
Okay, you call me a dumb donkey. Okay, you really ready to go to war. Okay, I said I'm a prior damn politician. Okay, I will go in on your ass, and I'm federal too. I'm a federally registered contractor. I'm ready to go in on his ass and the whole police department. You got the right one.
Hey, I'm glad you didn't get us to Kayla, because I would have called him a dumb cracker back.
No, I don't do that.
I
don't stoop down to their level. I just get them the legal way. I'm an educated,
I'll be stooping down though.
Educated black woman, so I'm gonna get your ass the legal way. Okay, I'm gonna hurt you where it really hurts. Your pocket, because you ain't gonna have a job, and you gonna always remember that damn comment that you said on Kayla True's Facebook page.
Next.
Okay. Okay, I am not the
Hey,
one.
200 National Guard troops just were sent to San Diego.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And that's where you know what? Them ain't blacks, them is Hispanics out there damn protesting. That's where all the Hispanics is.
Man, I don't know, man.
No, I saw
don't-
signs in LA. People
for
were
me, it could be
protesting
anybody now,
immigration.
man.
I saw people
I'm telling you.
protesting immigration in LA.
What?
I'm non-biased, any
Yeah,
motherfucker.
it wasn't even about George Floyd. It was about immigration. They had the Mexican flag and everything.
They using this movement for all kinds of stuff. They even had some blacks in Michigan talking about fuck Donald Trump. Okay, so they using this for all kinds of stuff. Using that man's death.
Yeah, because all these motherfuckers are getting in trouble. All this shit's hitting the fan. That's why.
Yep.
All this shit's hitting the fan in D.C.
Mm-hmm. Mo, you got
know
the SpaceX on. What? Where is the protest? Mo,
Yeah. I'm back now. What's going on?
you got the SpaceX launch going on.
Shit, let me stop this. I want to try and do that shit. Hold on.
Okay.
Look, it went on to another video. I forgot the YouTube video ended. I'm taking this shit live. I'm all high and shit. Like, fuck.
Yeah,
Put the Portland one on. Put the Portland one on.
Hey, well, you said it in private. Hey, send it to my
Oh, you hear what
Messenger.
he wants to do on Juneteenth, right? On Juneteenth, they're trying to do Biden versus on BET. Speak
I
to the
saw
black
that.
people. I was like, what? I said I do pay preview on that shit.
Yeah, I saw your comment too. Yep, that's right.
I'll pay for that shit. Yeah, he was like, you better believe that shit. I watch the rerun when I come back from work. I don't want no spoilers.
Didn't they say something about Biden was trying to get his blackness back by going on BET?
Right, but they want Trump to come on too. I'm like, do it. You know what I'm saying? Do it. Dude, that'll be the biggest that'll be the biggest backfire that will ever happen.
I like to actually see him in a boxing ring, both of them.
Oh wow, man! On BET, Trump versus Biden. Really? Yeah. Do they really want to fucking go there?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't know about all that.
No. That's what BET wants. They want Biden and Trump speak to the black people. That's what it's called. I'm like, really, dude? I'll pay $50 for that. I'll pay $100 to watch that shit.
Yeah, I'll watch it too because you know them blacks gonna be going in.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'll pay $100 to watch that.
I can tell you who gonna win. Trump is a smooth ass. Okay, Trump gonna win that shit. Biden don't got nothing on Trump.
He's gonna tear Biden. There ain't gonna be no other debates after that shit. Right. It's over. Might as well start the election now.
Right. Because Trump gonna go in. Okay, Trump want to talk to black people.
Woo, dude! I'm like, do the Democrats really want that?
You see what Biden? You see how Biden messed up? Talking about if you don't vote for me, you ain't black.
It'd be the perfect storm. You know why? Because the press could not spin that shit because it'd be the most watched ever.
Yeah.
The press could not spin that shit even if they tried.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? Please do it. Please.
No, what they do is they limit the views.
That'd be the most viewers. Dude,
they work together to limit the views.
Charles Johnson, if he owned BET, he wish he owned it today. Just off that one fucking night.
Yep.
Well, you know, BET ain't the same. How when we grew up, BET got.
I don't give a fuck. They won't be able to trap Trump. They will not be able to trap Trump on BET. That'll be just because it's BET. Just because.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Just the name itself, it's the swoop on the tennis shoe that makes it fucking sell.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Dude, it'd probably be unanimous. It'd be a unanimous fucking watch across the United States and let the press try to spin it. They couldn't. Never.
They'll just limit the views.
Yep.
Dude, even if they did that, it's just shit's gonna be streaming all over Facebook in its entirety. Come on,
Yeah,
dude.
but look how they delete videos now as it is. They'll censor it like other videos that they pull.
It's already been done, dude. It's already been done. That with the Veritas videos, man. They tried to take them bad boys down, and they couldn't.
You know the video of Biden bragging about Ukraine. They scrubbed the internet. They pulled those videos down.
But dude, you still get those videos, dude. Dude, Google's not the only fucking.
Yeah, but I'm saying
browser.
though is that the reach isn't going to be there. They're not going to push it.
Dude,
Now, if
many
Biden won, it would be everywhere.
But there's
they would
so
push
many
it everywhere.
Oh hell yeah! But Biden's not going to win. They know it. Everybody.
Yeah, and so they'll try to suppress it.
Dude, I don't think they could because it'd be pressed on the internet so hard that everybody's.
Word gets out. Word gets out. That's how it is.
Dude, yeah, that's it. But it'd be unspinnable, dude. Even if they tried, there's no doubt in my mind the shit would be unspinnable.
Yeah, because you get those people that will record their TV and send it
right.
out.
They got to really limit to invitation. The only way to do that is invitation only. Treat that shit like the fucking Oscars, and that's what they do too. You know what I'm saying?
They just went after Mo over a video he posted about the Moore rally 2 years ago. 2 years ago, they searched his thing to try to go after him over a video.
That's what they do. They got all that. They got all that time to fucking waste.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They want to find something. That's bad when you want to find something that you fucked up in, and you'll go back years to find it.
Yep. It was the Moore rally, and they were triggered by the music, which he had nothing to do because he was covering the rally. And so they got him for a copyright.
Wow.
Yeah, I was at the rally. Yeah, that's one of the biggest rallies of my life. You know what I'm saying?
And Mo didn't have nothing to do with the music. They were just playing music.
Just playing music.
But
I'm sitting here like this.
Yep. Copyright strike.
I'm like, you bitch made niggas.
Oh man, you just sit there, man.
That was
should
almost
take
3
that
years
shit to
ago.
a lawyer. You should take that shit to a lawyer and stew. Get some money off the motherfuckers that did
I'm
it.
at a fucking rally and you get mad at me because I just fuck it.
Seriously, do it. See what lawyer try to find a good lawyer, the sharp lawyers, and see if they fucking take the case.
Oh, I got me a good civil rights lawyer, okay? Black guy, met him, okay? Met him at a black function, okay? He's a high profile black lawyer out here. I'm calling his ass tomorrow. Got him on, I got his cell phone number. Okay. Because all cops, no matter what color they are, if they are racist, they need to be fired, period.
Next.
Did you screenshot it?
I sure did. And shit, hell, some of my Facebook friends screenshotted it. Shit, they sharing it to their page. Okay?
Oh, yes.
They sharing it. That shit getting go viral. Okay, because he had a lot of damn nerve. We got all this shit going on, and you gonna call a black woman a dumb monkey. What the hell wrong with you?
Nigga.
Nigga.
Stupid.
Oh shit.
Stupid. Why would you even do that?
Blame that shit on Smokey. He started it.
Unless they're trying to get caught.
Nigga. You gotta sing that shit like, where my bitches? You gotta sing with some feeling. Nigga.
Oh yeah, Diane, I 100% agree with you, Diane. I am part Native American as well. And trust me, Diane, I know how they treat the Native Americans. They treat y'all just as bad as they treat the blacks do, okay? If not worse. I know all about them reservations, okay? And how they treat y'all. I know. Diane, I'm right there with you, honey.
See, we all got Native American. We all got Blackfoot Indian. The Gula Wars.
Yeah, I got Indigo and Cherokee and me. That's my family.
Cherokee. Yeah.
Indigo and Cherokee.
Still Blackfoot. They're Blackfoot though.
Okay, Caleb. Why do all black people always gotta say they got Indian in them?
I'm gonna tell you why I say it. I
say that.
For nobody else, but I'm gonna tell you why I say it.
Tell me why.
My father is a Vietnam veteran. He got drafted to the Vietnam War, but he was telling them that he was black and Native American, and he thought since he was part Native American, he didn't have to go. So my father always told me since I was a little girl, you make sure that you tell them we're actually, our roots is Ethiopian and Native American.
Yeah.
So that's my roots. He said, you make sure you let people know. So it was instilled in me as a little girl, because he's like, you're not African American, you are Ethiopian, and you are Indigo and Cherokee. That was your great-great-grandmother's was Indigo and Cherokee.
My great-great-grandmother was full-blood Cherokee.
Right.
My great-great-grandmother. I'm 1/6.
Yeah.
I'm 1/6 Cherokee.
I say
out
I'm
of
part
Tennessee.
Native American. And if you look at me, you can tell that I'm part Native American. I have different features. You can tell.
Same here.
Yeah.
That's what Elizabeth Warren said too.
Yeah, Diane, we're mixed.
Elizabeth Warren was basically white. Was all white women.
Yeah.
She white. She only what 0.0000.
Yep.
Yeah, but I got a whole bunch of blood in me though, man. I'm a high 57. It's in there.
That's what I am. That's why I say, how can you be racist when everybody's mostly mixed?
Get your ass out of there.
Hardly anybody's pure blood. Hardly anybody's pure blood.
Mm-hmm. Right. I'm a mutt.
Everybody mixed up with something.
We're so
mutts.
So you look at us in America, we all are mutts. And so why the fuck we are fucking fighting in race-based so goddamn much?
Okay. And shit, hell, I got white people in my family too. While you're playing.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a lot of my aunts. Shit, a lot of my aunts look damn near white. Couldn't even tell they was black. They were so white skin. Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm not racist. I love all people. Okay, the people that got some damn sense. The crazy people I can't get with the people that got sense. Okay, I love all people. Because we all are human beings. At the end of the day, we lay down and get up the same damn way. And if somebody cut us, we all gonna bleed red blood. Bottom line.
Bottom line. When will y'all wake your sorry asses up?
All this stuff is nonsense. And everybody right. And then everybody need to be treated equally. Period.
Is that in England right there?
Yes, in England.
They got one in England?
That's where the white folks came from. Hey, this is the heart of the cracker. This is the motherland of crackers. This is cracker land. Cracker land. I said cracker. They're gonna flag.
So they protesting in England?
Yep.
Get the fuck out of here. Oh my God.
The liberal white guilt is real. Remember say go back to Africa?
That's why I said this shit is bigger
go back to England.
Bigger,
the motherfuckers went back to England.
That's a lot of people. That's a lot of white people. That's in England?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot of white people.
It's in London.
Cracker, please. Cracker, please.
It's in London.
Get your ass back.
London. Okay, London. Okay, that's the same shit. Okay. Look at this.
What I say?
But did y'all see the one when they was protesting in New Zealand? That whole damn country came out marching in New Zealand. That was yesterday. New Zealand was protesting. I said, and that was all white people too. I said, shit. This stuff that went global.
Damn, yeah, it is.
Because everybody has a something to protest, so they're all out there. They're upset.
And the only thing they know is what's happening in their own countries.
Yeah.
Yeah. This gave people a reason to start protesting about all kind of shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is fuckery, y'all. This is fuckery.
Worldwide.
New world order. This is what they wanted, though. New world order. They wanted to cause the uproar.
Hey, then we've been saying this case like it's eventually going to happen, but Trump is here to slow it down to get us in order right here.
Yeah.
You know,
it's like the Festivus tree.
Yeah.
You know?
So
then what is England?
What's going to happen?
What is England?
What's that?
What was England protesting about?
George Floyd. That's what it says on the video.
That's where it started.
Ain't no damn George Floyd in England.
Hey, did you hear what Candace just said?
In England. Oh, what the hell she done said?
No. Look. Jermaine Basio had said he agreed with what she said, that she don't stand for George Floyd, and Jermaine Basio just put in the title, I agree with that. And I'm like, okay, Jermaine Basio.
She don't stand with George Floyd. That's why Candace Owens is going fucking down. Okay. The shit was wrong, period. And she keeps speaking down about the black race. Okay.
What did Candace Owens say now?
Okay, she just trying to get that damn money to appease her damn white audience. Okay, the more she go against black people and talk about black people, the more support she damn get. But these black people like myself, I'm tired of her ass. Okay, you don't sit up here, and that's like a white activist keep talking down about white people. Y'all would get pissed off at some point too if this activist supposed to be so-called fighting for y'all race, and that person keeps talking down about y'all white race. Y'all would get pissed off too. That's exactly what Candace Owens is doing. Talking about she don't support George Floyd. She done lost her everlasting freaking mind.
It's certain shit that if you don't, it's some shit, leave it alone, yo. I mean, you're black, and Martin Luther King.
Well, she ain't black. She's a migrant, Caribbean.
I know, but she's considered black and
black, and let's keep it real, okay? Black migrants don't like black Americans. That's what a lot of people don't know. Black Caribbean women don't like black women. Black Haitian women, they don't like, but black American women. Them women from them foreign countries do not like black American women. I have encountered several of them who have told me this. You ask a black American woman, these Caribbean women think they shit don't stink and they better than us. And if it wasn't for us, their asses wouldn't be in this damn country. Period.
Shit, man. For far as I'm concerned, as a black man, only thing me as a black man got is a motherfucking thoughts, and I don't want them. That's real shit. I want to have a twerking, have her all everything hanging out for everybody to see, and call that my woman.
Candace Owens is an immigrant. Go to Tria Logic's YouTube page. Go to Young Pariah's YouTube page. She is an immigrant. We had already discussed that. Her family migrated over here, and birthed her ass. Okay, that's all they did. These illegal immigrants came over here and they birthed their Mexican children over here. Candace Owens is the same damn way. Her mom and daddy migrated over here and birthed her ass.
She's an anchor baby.
She's an anchor baby, exactly. Or I think her grandparents came, and then her parents came, and then they birthed her ass. Okay, that's how that shit is. Just like these Mexicans is doing, these damn Caribbeans, Haitians, and all these other foreign infiltrators, damn doing the same thing. You come to the United States, you have a baby, all of a sudden, you second and third generation, oh, you a diehard American. That's some bullshit.
Oh, Trump stopped that shit anyways. They don't do that shit no more. If
Yeah,
your baby born here in the United States and you got
anchor
born here
baby.
in the
Thank
United
God he
States, your
stopped that
baby's
anchor
still from that
baby.
other country.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You still
No,
from that
Billy, I'm
country.
not an immigrant. Okay, my ancestors was brought over here. Okay, my father served in the Vietnam War. We ain't no immigrants. My family got deep rooted history in this country, going back to the 1600s, honey.
We all did.
Okay. Candace Owens' family don't got no root history in America like that. Get the hell out of here. They migrated over here. I tell y'all what, if you support Candace Owens, you might as well support all these illegal, all these anchor babies then, honey. That's the way I see it.
Yeah.
Don't talk about one. Don't support one and don't support the other. Okay, because that's exactly what you're doing. You supporting Candace Owens, well, let's support all these anchor baby coming from these illegal immigrants then, because that's exactly what y'all doing.
That's why Trump wants to get rid of that, and they keep giving him a hard time.
Yep.
He wants to get rid of the anchor baby.
Well, they need to.
Because they have businesses around that. People they pay foreigners to come here right before they give birth. They got the hotel, the doctor, everything set up.
When
they
I
come here,
lived in-
give
I
birth,
lived in
and then they
Florida.
leave with a birth certificate.
I lived in Florida. They had a whole Chinese fucking hospital, and then out here too, in California, they got another hospital where when they fly in, they got the hospital set up for them to have the babies.
Yep, just so they can get that birth certificate.
Yep, exactly.
And then once they get that birth certificate, chain migration. You know, everybody in the family can come.
They start bringing all their family members. You know what? When I'm gonna tell y'all a story. I was living in Florida, and I was renting a room from a Jamaican family. They were all Jamaicans, and it was my son was with me as well. He can vouch for this story as well. So I'm staying with these Jamaicans, and I started, hearing shit. What they were doing, they had family in Florida and they had family in New York. They were calling their family members in Jamaica and telling them the process and what to do to get over to the United States. They was hooking them up with jobs as well. They was helping them do their resumes as well. So what they do when they come over here, they contact, like he said, chain migration, chain family migration. They get their family, friends, and whoever else want to come over to the United States. They tell them how to do it and what to do, who to call.
Yep.
And then get
That's
them.
how Congresswoman Omar got here.
Right.
She got here
Fuck
through
that
chain
shit.
migration.
Right.
Haven't heard shit
refugee
from her
status.
ass, her ass is in trouble.
Yep.
Because that's not even a real name. That's not even a real name.
And then let me tell y'all another story. I met a girl. She was she rented a room for me in Florida at my place, and she came over. She needed a room for rent because she had just came over here from Thailand, and she worked at one of her cousin's friends' restaurant, which was all Thai owned. And she told me that they come over to the United States and work in their family businesses until they either, they look for an American husband. And once they, find an American husband and have a baby, then they're an American citizen. She told me this is what they do. And then they also find Americans. I knew one girl, matter of fact, she was a black girl. She married an African. He paid her $5,000.
Yeah, that's what they do in Hawaii with the Filipinos. But with Filipinos,
exactly. So
I know a friend of mine, he got paid and
Yep.
he married her, but there's no sex involved usually. It's just it's all paperwork.
Right, exactly. So this is what they're doing to come infiltrate our country. And a lot of people ain't comprehending this. So it's chain migration, foreign chain migration. And then let me tell you a kicker too, that a lot of Americans don't realize. And this is why we have all these demonic figures and spirits in the United States, because I specifically saw this Jamaican family doing voodoo. They bring that shit over here from them foreign countries. And my dad told me when I was a little girl,
And Haiti too.
he said, watch them, those people that come from the islands because they believe in voodoo. Okay. And I actually saw them doing a voodoo ritual in the living room. The furniture was upside down in a fucking circle. Okay. And I'm like, what? But I left that day when I saw. Okay, I left that day. When my son actually called me, he said, "Ma," he said, "the furniture is in the living room in a circle. Why?" I said, "Don't you step foot in that damn house." I moved my shit that day. I said, "That's some voodoo shit. It's them fucking Jamaicans and they voodoo." I said, "We got to get the hell out of there." And Haitians and Haitians, they practice their religion is voodooism. 95% of Haitians practice voodooism. And I have been around Haitians, and I've been to a Haitian church. I had to leave out of the church and start praying to God. I felt the devil. I felt it. And then shortly after that, I broke my foot. So when y'all talking about, these people migrating into America, they're bringing other things with them as well that Americans don't really practice. So a lot of this,
they're not assimilating
right now, because now the whole world lives over in the United States. So we don't know, and then, the Chinese, they got their remedies too. They be doing their rituals as well. Okay. Germans.
Yeah.
Okay?
Filipino.
Yeah, Filipino.
Americans too.
Yeah, well, yeah, they probably do. Americans too. Yeah.
Yeah, and remember we had Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah, we had a whole lot of him.
Yeah. He like to eat penises and shit.
Yeah, he ate whole bodies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even the penises.
He had body parts in his refrigerator.
Because he just like
I don't care nobody say
remember?
White people do some crazy shit.
Yeah.
White people do some craziest shit. White people do some shit that niggas wouldn't do.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I remember when black men didn't eat pussy.
Yeah, it's some tough badass white girls out here. Don't get it twisted. I done met them. I got a girlfriend. Okay, she's a white girl, but she got a body like a black girl. She built thick, okay, strong, and she's a big white girl. Them cornbread white girls. Okay, they ain't no joke. I done seen them.
Well, me too. We got a few of them here.
Yeah, they be eating good, boy.
Hey, I knew some white women that I grew up with. If they get to a fight with a black woman, they be like, "Fuck you, nigga, bitch," for real, and be ready to fight you. And sitting in front of black women, and I knew motherfuckers like that, white chicks like that, and call you a nigga bitch right in for the head, motherfucker, about it. I'm being real.
I never got in a fight. Everybody loved me. I ain't never getting a fight. Okay, in school. I was lucky.
We're special.
Yeah, I was athletic too. I was athletic.
Shit, I live for fighting. I started shit.
I ain't fighting. I'm too cute to be fighting.
Are you talking about Gina Nems? Are you talking about Gina Nems?
I got
are you talking about Gina Nems?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
No, me. I was starting the fights.
Yeah, but were you talking about Gina Nems as far as a cutthroat white person?
Oh yeah, cutthroat. Yo, she's one of them. She cutthroat white person.
Yeah, I done met some. I done went head to head with some. Trust me.
Jennifer Rogers.
She's like, I took the black off you.
And I'm telling you, the East Coast is, is very rough. Okay.
Oh, them white girls out there, man, they don't play.
Yeah, they don't. I hear
These
on the East
white
Coast.
girls,
That's where
man,
I'm
just as
from.
bad
The
as the
East Coast.
black ones, man.
That's why we just we speak out. We speak our mind. Just speak the truth. That's what people need to hear. But people need to learn to get along too. I said, shit. We only have one America. That's it. One.
Man,
We
but
all
that's
have
it,
to live
man. Hey, motherfuckers gonna get hurt. Motherfuckers gonna get hurt. And there's gonna be a lot of and guess what? And once there's gonna be some dead kids, then all hell's gonna break loose.
Yep. You know what else I was gonna say? They got that pedophilia. That pedophilia. Who is that? Mostly old white men. White men. Okay, with that pedophilia.
A girl got shot yesterday. Somebody shot into the crowd.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, I think I've seen that. But yeah, but them ain't nothing but basically, if people think about it, we have if they're killing kids and doing that chloroquine or what is it they be drinking? Adrenaline. Adrenochrome, yeah. When they be that ain't nothing but modern day vampires. Okay.
Yep.
That is a modern day vampire. If we got people around here drinking,
and they scare the kids. They scare the kids before they take it from them because it produces more of it.
That is a problem. If people is doing that sick, sadistic stuff, that is a problem. Okay.
You know what? You know something I thought of? You know that movie Monster Inc? That cartoon movie Monster Inc?
Yeah.
I thought how similar that is because in there they make them scream and that's how they get the power. And I thought, that's very similar to what they're doing with the adrenochrome is they're scaring the kids to drain them to use it.
Girl, Diane, that adrenochrome, that's blood. They be drinking that blood.
But in Monster Inc., that's what they do. And I thought that was interesting how Disney put that out there.
Them people, that's modern day vampires. They might as well just fly in your house and just bite you. Okay, because they do snatching the kids. Foster home.
I've also seen medical procedures where they give people fresh blood from young people. They give them a blood transfusion with young blood.
Oh hell no!
They think it helps prevent them from aging.
Yeah, look at Jennifer Lopez and College Adrenochrome.
Oh, she on it too? Yeah, I think I did see her name. Yep. Yeah, them ain't nothing but modern day vampires. They all need to be hunted down and put the shackles on them. Okay, all of them. Where's that? Put them in Guantanamo Bay. I hope they got that sucker ready because it's gonna be a whole lot of people going to jail.
It is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they pay women to give birth to children that don't even get birth certificates, and they use them just for that purpose, so that there's no registry of them. People that are willing to give up their children.
Yep, out of sight, out of mind. And all they be doing with those babies, with the fetuses at Planned Parenthood is doing scientific tests using women's female organs in the baby. They doing scientific tests and shit with women's insides.
Shoot, man. Fucking fetuses are inside our fucking vaccines.
Yep. Yep. And they want to try to, that's when it's going to be a real bad uproar when they try to tell people they got to get vaccines.
Well, they research for Parkinson's disease. They use fetal cells they inject into them to try to cure them from Parkinson's.
Yeah, they put it in everything.
Yeah.
A lot of this stuff, they lied on their clinical trials. Trust me. I caught them. And they be using, they be paying people like $5,000 to $50,000 to do a clinical trial. I know people that was doing those clinical trials And the one guy, he half cop crazy. I said, I don't know what concoctions they done gave you, but you crazy. You need to stop going to those clinical trials. Ain't nothing but a human guinea pig. And it's pharmaceutical companies that's doing that.
Well, my dad had to do that in the Army in the 50s. They did testing on him.
Yeah, that's a clinical trial.
Yeah, but in the military, they were tested on the soldiers.
Yeah. Ooh.
And now they do it with prisoners, people in jail. They'll do that on.
Yeah, they said there was an increase in coronavirus in the jails.
Yeah, they were passing it around too. They had video of them passing it around, coughing on each other and breathing on the mask and passing it around and drinking from the same cup, everybody, so they could pass it. Because in LA, they let them out if you get the coronavirus.
They let him out. I know some guy told me he was down on Skid Row, and he said that he had got it. Being on Skid Row around the homeless people. He said they down there just passing it around. Because they all in the same building. They said they got the people that got COVID on certain floors. But I said, what the hell is that gonna damn do? They all use the same damn There's only like 3 or 4 bathrooms on the floor. So they all got to use the same bathroom. And then people, you know, they can get out and people be going, a lot of homeless people stay in, you know, one building. It could be 200 to 300 people in one building. So all them people going in and out. So the guy that I know, he got out because he got the COVID, but they got him in a hotel right now, quarantine. And he said that they are just over there in them homeless buildings passing that shit around. So, and then LA letting out prisoners with the COVID.
Man, this is some man, I tell you, this is some straight fuckery going on, man. I tell you.
That's what you said. Okay.
Straight out fuckery.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the thing is, in London, most of the cops don't even carry guns.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
They carry a bobby stick, they call it. It's like a nightstick.
The bobby stick. Yeah.
I wonder if they got police brutality over there with the black.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck's going on anymore, man.
Actually, over there, the cops kind of try to stay out of stuff because they, you know, they don't have no way to defend themselves. Really.
Fuck out of
here. Yeah, Nat. What you need another picture? Okay, you got that.
He's trolling, Caleb.
He looked like a troll too. Okay, every time. My God. Oh my! Are you okay over there? Get you some water. But yeah, he trolling.
Get out!
Yeah, this stuff is just crazy.
Yeah, it is.
This stuff is crazy.
Hey, it's time to head off here, y'all, man. It's like, damn, almost 4 hours. Shit.
Yeah. I was saying, I'm
All
about
right,
to.
man, y'all be cool.
Okay.
All right,
Good night, everybody.
Hey, thank you for coming on here. See ya.
All right. Have a good one.